Monday. Welcome to the start of another week. They're flying. Literally. But you're very welcome aboard. Tonight we continue with our landmark series. And tonight, friends, it's off to the land down under as we visit Australia and we check out the Sydney Opera House. Yes, this should be a fun one, and we're flying in something cool. So the NAMC, the YS-11 turboprop on this scenic East Coast Australian adventure, and I've been looking forward to this one now for a couple of days now. We're going to take off here from Coffs Harbour Airport, and this one. Why isn't that button working? Be the Janie. Right, it's okay, I fixed it. This one from Impulse Simulations, the airport. Beautiful third-party scenery. So, right, we get to check that one out before we leave. So once we depart out of Coffs Harbour, we're going to head inland, a place called Tamworth, make a tricky approach into Bathurst. The one thing landing, it'll be something completely different trying to take off again, do you know? And then from Bathurst out to the coast as we fly over the spectacular view of Sydney and its harbour for a final stop over at the Kingsford Smith airport below in Sydney. The Opera House, an iconic performing arts centre, perched on Benalong Point at the entrance to Sydney Harbour in New South Wales. Designed by Danish architect Jorn Utzon, I think. Its distinctive series of white sail-like shells were constructed from more than 7,000 pre-cast concrete panels, completed back in 1973, officially opening in the same year. Now, for those of you with the eagle eye, yes, I've made a typo in the routing. So we're taking off from YCFS, then it's YSTW, then it's YBTH, and then YSSY. I'll update it in a moment. Yeah, don't believe that thing, it's shagged. I'll fix it now. But come here, look, did you see this? Wait till I tell you what happened. Look at it. I'll need stitches, I'd say. So there I was yesterday. Yesterday was a busy day, and production and doing things, putting out the weekly schedule, all the jazz that, comes with it. And I need to do something like automation. That's taking me literally all day. This is nice. Oh, nice. It takes literally all day. Why is it so far over? There we go, I fixed it. But anyway, I was doing the thing with the Oaks, right? And I was putting together the wing control stuff. So we have the FCU, right? The Ursa Minor joystick, that's a joystick, and then the throttle. And I realised the gadget I have under my desk, I thought there was only 2 USB connections. There's a third one hidden at the back of it. So down I went, down to the hands and knees. In fact, I lay on my back in order to get the gadget in, and I went in and I heard the beautiful boop boop. Brilliant, I said. So in order to get up, wasn't graceful. No, it wasn't graceful. I kind of manoeuvred back onto all fours and I went to get up quick and fast. And the corner of the wing control unit, I gashed my head. Oh, Jesus, me toe! I near passed out of the pain. And, there was, Janie then. It was like something out of a horror movie, I thought, I nearly lost it. Nearly lost the whole scalp. So I did. So anyway, I bashed my head, but I'm all right now, The missus taught the cat did it, because she's massive claws, huge claws. But I was looking to come away with that one now, lads. Right? It's funny when you make up names. I do that. If I'm scared, if I'm frustrated, or if I get injured in any way, I invent words. New words. I've never even heard the likes of them before. They tend to be a combination of many things and grunting sounds like offer, right? This kind of stuff. If only I could write them down. Murphy's Dictionary. Right? Luckily, it didn't take that last of me hair off. That was a warning sign, if anything, right? That's warning the rest of the head. And then, it's terrible now where I'm at, right? So out of the shower this morning anyway, and I said, sure, I'll brush my hair back, Maybe I should go for that style, comb my hair backwards instead of the usual burst mattress appearance that it has. Don't do that, Murph. Jesus, then, because as bad as it is on the back, when you do it from the front to the back, there's all sorts of, head. We can't be having that. So, hats, No, the cat, Keen, the cat. The missus said the cat has huge claws. Oh, Jesus. But anyway, you're all very well. It's great to see you. Did a video today of your flight sim setups. And, oh man, I love watching these. And I've loads of ideas. Loads now, right? I need to find out where Gadget got the little handy gadget for the thing with the oak. You know, the plane. That's fantastic, right? And then there was other bits and bobs. Between everyone's setup I looked at today, I learned something. And I said, ooh, that could work, do you know? So, yeah, we'll see how we go with that video series. And if you'd like to see more, or maybe you don't, no, Murph, shag off. We have enough of you. You're terribly boring and there's some place we'd rather be. To you, I say, shag off and good luck to you, you know. But then, come back, you were a great crack. Right. But anyway, we're here in the sim. We're going to go flying and it's going to be grand. For the next few hours, we escape it all. It's the start of a week. I have a busy week. Every week is busy. But this week, I have to drop the young fella. Wait till you hear this. I have to drop the young fella to school at 1:30 in the morning. What? There is no 1:30 in the morning. There's a 1:30 at night time. Not in the, who defines these times? So he's going to school at 1:30 in the morning. Right? I've stuff on tomorrow day. We're streaming tomorrow night. I've stuff on Wednesday day. We're streaming Wednesday night. Thursday I'm here. And then I've stuff on Friday. We're here Friday night. Then I've stuff all day Saturday and a little bit on Sunday. And then I'm back to normal. Then I have 2 weeks. 2 normal weeks. And then we're going to FS weekend. Ah, brilliant. It's all happening now, lads. It's flat out. But anyway, where's this now? Buttons need to be pressed over here, look. Yes. Yes. That's what we do. Who's here, look? CP65, happy Monday. Hope you're well. Super Typhon, AJH man. Tarnish Mossman is here. Happy Monday to you. Viper Strike is in the house. Flew over Carlsbad Caverns. Ooh, nice. Mrs. TPHI, Upside Down Incorporated, has rambled aboard. Vacuum is in the house. Good day to you. Chris Van Halen, hello. Who else come in? APU Inspector, happy Monday. Oh, Jesus, there's buttons. An alarming amount of buttons. The first stream of the month. Photos by Kev, you absolute mad thing. Mad. 10 gifted tier 1 subs to the community here on Twitch. Kev, thank you very, very much indeed. Lads, if you got a tier 1 sub with thanks to Photos by Kev, well, do be sure to say thank you. The man is a legend. Very kind of you, sir. Thank you very much indeed for all your support. Where was it now? Oh yeah, APU, good to see you. Fierce Wolf is here, looking fierce. And Wolfie, welcome aboard, buddy. Cracker, good evening. Mac Manser is here. Mrs. TPHI, 12 months subbed with 12 months of shenanigans. Thank you very, very much indeed, Mrs. Stick Figure, good evening. 98 Vulcan is here, 23 months, nearly 2 years, man. Thank you very, very much indeed. Great to see you. Sumner is in the house. Hope you're well. He says, working and lurking on my... Wait now, Lane in Naples. Best of luck with it. Have fun. It's 7 degrees here in Tipperary. Tomorrow is to be... Jesus, tomorrow's to be -2. Between -2 and +11. That's ridiculous. The weather's shagged. The Impossible Face, thank you very much indeed for 10 months. Cheers, buddy. Struth, he says, are we paying a visit to the Big Banana Fun Park on the way to out of Coffs Harbour then? You're mad about that Banana Fun Park. The Big Banana Fun Park. Yes, we're all going. We've got tickets and it's going to be brilliant. The Big Banana Fun Park. Where do I have the feeling we're not talking about fruit? Eamon 1973, good to see you. At work doing nights again, listening along. Enjoy it. Eamon, have a lovely evening if one can have such a thing at work. Welcome in, buddy. Spitfire RAF 100 is in the chat. Good evening to you. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH man. Malky is here. A very good evening. Lurking for tonight. No worries, bud. Great to see you. Mac Vision, good evening. Anthony V, good day. Hope you're well, buddy. Commander Balosh is here for 15 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Commander Balosh. Good evening to you. Ryan is here. Tier 1 for 29 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. All the resubs, lads. I've a creak in my neck as well. Jesus. I had a lovely man earlier on. Now, pause. I need to explain. Mid-afternoon nap. I put the head down for about 40 minutes and I woke up and my neck is shagged. You see, because I have to go driving. Well, it's not far, but I have to go driving at 1:30 in the morning. My neck is shagged. I used to be able to do this. Now I can only do this. Right. Brilliant. But anyway, Norris Viking, good to see you. Creo is in the house. Hello to all in County Mayo. Out here in the suburbs is out there in the suburbs. Good evening. Let me see now. Indiana, welcome aboard. Good evening over yonder. Hope all is well. Dougal McTavish, the chairman. A very good evening to you, Dougal. Hope you're well, buddy. Quokka is here. AZ Blue Line, welcome aboard. QC Frank has subscribed for 34 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Frank. Insane support, my guy. Patrick Doyle is here. He says, evening, Murph and everyone. Thanks a million for the lovely review of my sim setup. The first thing Mrs. DOY. DOY? Doy, you say? Interesting. But yes, you're very welcome. Great setup, Patrick. Mrs. Doyle said was, aren't I a great wife for letting you have all that space? Yes, you must mind her and keep her. Do you know? Manx is here. Good to see you, buddy. Cy120, good evening. Robert J56, welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Old Veteran is here. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope all is well with y'all. Looking at everyone's stream rigs makes me unhappy. Knowing how poor my room looks, sigh. You are going to shame me into picking things up and getting it all together. Yes, we are, Scott. We need to see your setup. Your flight sim setup, you know. Hey! But yes, brilliant. Scott, you have great set. Your office is cool, man. You get lost in your office. Heisenberg is here. Good evening to you, my dude. Soaring AJH, man. Hope you're well. Happy Monday. Digital Merc is here. Good to see you, buddy. Stu Snape has rumbled in. A very happy Monday to you, Stu. Hope you're well, buddy. Flyer10, good evening. Proby Pete, good day from Arizona. Well, hello from Tipperary. Good to see you. Idle Cutoff is in the house. Cambridge calling. Hello from Tipperary. You're looking well. Do you know, it's younger looking you're getting. Culkin, good evening. Black Void is here. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. You're very welcome aboard. Let me see here now. Just Roy is in the house. Good to see you, Roy. Daddy Plump, a very good evening to you. Flying Trits, 3 in a row. Happy Monday to you, buddy. Hope you're well. Zybok Dog calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. A very good evening. Alberto is here. Welcome in, buddy. Hermit Something, very good afternoon to Boston. Hope you're well. Right, we're over here, look. Uniform Goose. Good day, Goose. He says, hello, Murph and Fireflies. I enjoyed looking at community setups. Yes. Yeah, it's awesome. Getting to see what people do. The level of genius. I'll put this here and that there. Or, no, swap them. And then, wasn't Malky, was it? Was it Flying Tonight had that USB gadget button thingy? Absolutely fantastic. Great ideas. Wills is here. Subscribed to Tier 1 for 12 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Wills, 1985. Welcome in, buddy. Tima is here. Mr. TPHI has rambled in after a day's work. Hope you're well, buddy. Sir Campsalot, my dude from Mangoshlon Nua. Good to see you, buddy. Nighthawk is here. Good day to you, sir. Cyrus T, the man of Teal, has rambled in. Happy Monday to you, fella. Hope you're well. Dazati Arab. Well, hello. Hello, good to see you. Dazza, you're looking grand. You know, all things considered, put your shirt on. But apart from that, it's grand, you know. Dazza sent us forward some pictures of his flight sim setup. Why did I pause there? That was weird. Right? Bloody hell. Dazza, come here. You have a radio panel thingamajig. Where'd you get that now? It's not wing control, is it? Do they do radio panel stuff? I'm looking at it going, Jesus, I could do it one of those. It looks absolutely fantastic. But more on that on our next video. Do you know? Now let me see. Robert J56 there, all is working well. Crafty Tigers, thank you very much indeed for 15 months. Cheers, buddy. And then APU Inspector jumping in with 18 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, fellas. The support is absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much indeed. Tarnish Mossman getting the odd popping sounds. Crafty Tigers, good evening. Let me see here now. My system is very basic, and yes, I get envious of some people's setups. But the great equalizer is the dust problem. You have just as much dust as everyone else. You can't beat it. Oh, it's Scalarchy stuff. Well, you know, Bajani then. It's Scalarchy, is it? Jesus, Dazza. Right. Does Mr. Dazza know? My, how the tables have turned, Dazza. Right? Mrs. Dazza. You know he has Scalarchy gear. You know it's really expensive. Right? Brilliant. But yeah, you can't keep dust off the gear no matter what you try and do. And like I won't say I'm a clean freak, but in here is clean. I try to keep it clean. Like I'm actively making sure I keep it clean. You still get dust, right? It's just it's one of those things. Well, look, how much good to see you. A big massive hello to all the Fireflies. Anyone need a tinny Tinny. Good evening. Belbro is here. Welcome aboard. Happy Monday, buddy. That was a nice introduction of the new series. Thank you, Roy. Very kind of you. And, dude, I was just like, when I saw the pictures on Discord, I was like, finally, I get to see, like, where Roy does all his work, right? Brilliant. And I wasn't let down. Lenny Bobbins is here. 13 months. She goes, it's yourself. Show us your desk towel. Ding. Thanks, Lenny. You're very kind. And Muse fan, may he roar in minutes of agony. Because, right, I said it too many times. Yeah, I get that, but I was injured. Oh, yes, very badly injured. We're woefully bad. I was barely able to communicate. And I was saying about using like fabric or something on your desk. Shag off, you know what I was trying to say. Brilliant. Asher, only 2 CTDs and a hung start so far, says flying tonight. Oh, Jesus. Do I see a little more grey in that thing resembling a beard? What do you mean That is a glorious... Wait for it. Where's me zoom in? But there it is. Glad you know. Don't look at the gash. But glad you noticed. Resembling a beard. It's a beautiful mane, so it is. What do you mean, bum fluff? Will you shag off, bum fluff? That's after taking mere weeks. Weeks to grow, And then, it starts growing inwards into your mouth. Oh, jeez. And then you cut it. And then you miss. And you cut your lip then. It's all ahead of you, Or maybe it's behind. I don't know. I'm going through it now. For whatever reason, I leave it to its own capable, leave it to its own devices. It's doing its thing, right? Hair in your ears, hair in your nose, hair in your chin. Lack of hair. I don't know, lad. It's preparing for something, right? Perhaps they're going cave diving or something. I don't know. But yes, thank you, Dougal. Zybok restored the sound. Brilliant. Flipper Ally, good evening. Heapsters in the house. Let me see here now. Unpopular opinion for all the Fireflies. I believe the Sydney Opera House is overrated, as there are other landmarks in Australia that are better and isn't the best landmark in the city. I say the Harbour Bridge is better. Shag off. Yeah, well, I mean, you could look at various landmarks around the world. There is, without a question, the Sydney Opera House is more recognisable. You put up the Sydney Harbour Bridge on it, like just a picture, people going, yeah, well, we know it's a bridge, but where is it from? Do you know what I mean? Not many people would associate that to Sydney. Unless, of course, you put I might have hit me toe twice, like Nemo or something around it. Do you know what I mean? If you're like saying, well, what about New York, the Statue of Liberty? Why not the Brooklyn Bridge? Why not the Empire State Building? For instance, right? Dublin, James's Gate or the Spire, or the GPO. Do you know what I mean? There's loads of different landmarks, do you know? We don't make the rules. The rules are there to be, I need to fix me route thingy. Jay, we'll fix it in a second. I'd say just take off the whole head. Yeah. At this stage, it's well battered. Oh, Jesus. Photos by Kev. Good to see you, buddy. And thank you very much indeed for your 10 gifted tier 1 subs. And you absolute ledge. Hope you're well, buddy. Muttley is here. Good evening. Who else come in the door now? Jesus then. Exaggeration. What are you talking about? I never do that. The state of the front. Wait, what? I was just going to ask how your baby toe and your not so baby toe were. They've recovered. The pain went from me toes to me head. There's nothing harder than your head. Indeed. Luckily, didn't take the rest of your hair off. Yeah. Great bunch of lads. Keen Nafford, good evening. We've the big banana on the way out of Coffs, and it's modelled in the default scenery. Now with the impossible face. What an evening. What an evening to enjoy. Where is this now? That plane mount looked 3D printed. Oh, it did actually. Oh, maybe it was. Interesting. Kozaki Flyer is here. Good evening. Mr. Pauly, welcome aboard. Filthy, 47 months, nearly 4 years, buddy. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's Evitech is here. Good evening. Hope all is well. Bijani then. Super Ty says, school at 1 a.m. never happened to me. Do you Irish have an age and cycle school now because they... No. They have to be in the airport early. And sure, we're in the middle of the country. And we don't have many airport options because Shannon, which is the best airport in the world, doesn't fly to a lot of places. It's not as busy as Dublin, do you know? But anyway, where's this now? Murph, when you bashed your noggin, was it all hollow sounding? Moving on, Heisenberg. It did this weird sound, you know. Toto was here. Very good evening to the Totos. Good evening. Happy Monday. Irish Bud is here. Welcome aboard. Now, let me see. Uncle Nicky. Murph, what's the cruise speed for tonight? Also shout out to my daughter celebrating her 9th birthday. Well, happy birthday. And the cruise speed is about 200-ish knots. About, roughly, you know. Jan Moorcamp is here. Good evening. Murph, the peach fuzz in your lovely face is almost grown up. Jesus. Right, great bunch of lads. I love myself a good man, says Keane. Yeah. Mid-afternoon. Oh, yeah, nap. Where's this now? In 1964, John Landy wanted something to make passing traffic stop at his road side banana stall. He had heard of the big pineapple in Hawaii and wanted something that big would definitely stop the traffic. Right. Lucky Bo is here. Good to see you. Where's this now? You get lost in my office due to all the stuff laying around. Yeah, but you'd find cool stuff, you know, and like keep changing hats. It'd be brilliant, Scott. It'd be brilliant. Anyway, Tima is here. Good evening. Who else come in the door? Backlight is here. Welcome aboard. Abby, welcome in. UTB, welcome aboard. It's very big. Don't tell the missus, right? How's that kitchen? Shag off, it's grand. Right, Muse isn't even here, really. 26 minutes. What are you talking about? But he did give me the word of the day. Yeah, Muse does things like that. He's not here to defend himself. Don't worry. We'll throw him under the bus. Briggsy, good evening. I'm having BIOS problems. Went up to date now. Made things worse. I should learn not to fiddle with fiddle things. You know, yes. I guess I need an expert. I've started making the Lego Concorde. Ooh. BIOS settings scare the crap out of me. You know, it's some people make it sound so very straightforward. It's not. Don't believe them. You know, they've an agenda out to cause you, you know, utter despair. So, Ooh. ZZ Top have been looking for you. Come on, Mr. Minimite, you're back in the will. Huh? 'Tis a grand bum fluff. Ziz, you can shag off now as well. Right, we're over here, look. 50 Shades of Bum Fluff. There's more on your chin than your head. Wait, what? I'm a walking accident. Wait, I have to stop and go with the... Hate facial hair, says Robert. How's the nose after the cheeseburger incident? It's all right, calm down a bit, you know. Although, it's still a bit sensitive to skin, you know. Want to be careful. But yeah, it's all there. Only took 6 years to get that much beard. You lot are a great bunch, you know that? What'd you do last night? What'd you do tonight, Murph? I spent about 20 minutes, the chat, absolutely, you know, assaulting me. Verbally, of course, but like, you know, where's your emotions? Gone, out, finished. They're bugger all used to anyone now. And then he roared himself to sleep. I say that's the best part of Sydney is Melbourne. Big Al, good to see you. I've seen Muntold bouquets that look fuller than that main, Murph. Jesus. Just as well I have thick skin. Really, Murph? You call that thick skin? Shut up. Shag off. Roy says, Murph, thanks. There's a new desk on the way, and I'm in the market for a Magnus desk from Secret Lab. Ooh, nice. I would have gone to a certain large red rock instead. Yeah. Out that neck of the woods. Yes. Adam Controls is here. Good to see you. Adam got the Magnus Pro XL, and it's a cracker. Make sure you have someone to help you put together. Wouldn't recommend doing it on your own. No, Adam used to be 7 feet tall. He's now 5 foot nothing, and that's because he assembled it on his own. And people ask him to stand up in his stream. You don't understand the half of it. Poor old devil. He's to like pedal. There's bicycle legs underneath it to bring the desk up. Good to see you, Adam. Right, no permit damage. Right, Dublin. It's the Guinness Brewery. Yeah. Right. Where are we now? It was wood on wood. Wait, what? It can max out at 300 knots. I don't think we can go that fast. We'll see. BIOS killed me last rig. It did. I have the monitor stand and it's good. Ooh. Has your finger grown back since losing it months ago? There's still a shagging mark, look. Hang on, how do we show you this? I'm not that hard. Look! If you look very closely at my finger, you can see where the line is. Do you see that line? Jesus, I can't even point to my own finger, look. It's up there. You can't really see it. Oh, I can't twist my finger anymore. I need more contrast to show you, you know. Look at the gash in the head, look. That's what I said. Jesus. Anyway, lads, we need to go flying here now. Murph, I think you might need a career. Wait, what? A career? Oh, a carer. Brilliant. Jesus. Oh, you might need a career. I was like, really? Have I fecked this one up completely? No, a carer. Well, that makes total more sense. Yes, I need a carer. Oh. And to all the newcomers, yes, there will be flying. Yes, if you're new here, we're just catching up. It's been a few days. I bought a thing to put my computer on. It's on casters to keep it off the ground and be able to turn around. Ooh, nice. Glad you are all right after your recent head incident, Murphy. Can't believe how you are still alive after all of these incidents. Defying science. But yes, right, now come here, we're nearly done. Make sure you... I need to move that bin. 3 times now. 3 times. But anyway, who's here? Look, Coolby is here. Very good evening to you. Jerry Keaveney, welcome. The Limbics is here. Morena. Is that like evening? Good to see you, buddy. Work lurk. Have a great day. Northland Air, happy Monday to you. Hope all is well. Mike Coffey's in the house. Mark Swan is here. Good evening. Atlas Commander, good evening. Dave, JSB, hope all is well. Sci Voltage, yes, I need to fix the bots. Dave Cleary, Legend Dave. Welcome in, Dave. Good to see you, buddy. Who else come in the door now? Uncle Nicky is here. And, well, a very happy 9th birthday to your daughter. Morgan, welcome in. Mutt Dog is here. Who's this now? Let me see. Jez, welcome. Are we on the beta? No, we're not on the beta. Zappel is here. Tenured, good to see you. Captain Sticky Rice, welcome aboard. Jake Mitchell. Yeah, I need to fix that. TBTH should have been TPHI, right? Alan is here. Good evening. Unknown 2K10. Welcome aboard. Let me see here now. My work calendar just remind me how long until my leave for Werber's over Wanaka. The cafe hasn't got back to me yet. I need to give them a shout. Are you anywhere near Wanaka? Oh, you are, kind of. When you're next up in Wanaka, do us a favour. Will you go into the Trade Winds Cafe and I forget her name. I'll DM you and just go in and say, how are you? Right, and we see what happens. Flyboy Dyer, welcome aboard. Who else come in the door now? Where's this now? I'm sorry you're feeling rough. Take some ibuprofen. I know, I'm grand. Duffman is here. Dylan, good to see you. Plen Guy, welcome aboard. I won the World Championship in fish tongue cutting yesterday. Huh? Angels 1-5, good evening. And Aviator's here, hope you're well. Big Al, welcome in, Big Al. And so can everyone on Twitch see us here on YouTube? It doesn't really work like that. It only works for like an on-screen chat overlay. Would you like to see an on-screen chat overlay on this? Because it puts everyone in the one area. Would you rather I can build that? Not very well, but I can build it. So if you like, what I put on this camera, I can like scoop me to the side and we have like a mixed chat screen, because yeah, we can do that now. Rylan is here, good to see you. Well done, buddy. 110 subs, go you, well done. Sky Camry is here, good evening. Colonel Indiana Longnuts, welcome aboard. Right, Morena is good. Morena, I'll try it in my New Zealand accent I've been working on. Morena, g'day. That's kind of a... Listen, I'm working on it. But yes, brilliant. We're learning Maori. More Maori. Let me say, the Flying Freya, a very good evening. Hope you're keeping well. By building it, he means ask Gibbo to build it. Well, I use Restream for that. DM me. I won't be up there beforehand, but I can give him a ring. Business hours. Good man yourself. Right, brilliant. Right. Where's my mouse gone? It's critical. Input director failed. Input director is free, or shag off. Right, now, all is well. I fixed it, lads. Everything's going to be grand. There's the introduction. How long was that now today? 4 minutes. Locust is here. Good evening. Lear, welcome aboard. And yes, you're all very welcome in. Right, I'm going to press some buttons now, you know. And we'll do some... did you hear that? We'll do some... oh, Jesus, now. We'll press this button over here. Yes, it sounds like aircraft.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Thank you, Grand. Yeah, just we're delayed now because Grand pressed that button. Not because I spent... Is that the time? Right. We're flying tonight, friends, with the excellent groupie from Saint Engines. This is class. I love this because we can all talk on our radios to one another and we can see what's happening on a world map, a moving map. And who's that gone out at Toto? You've the right idea, shag right off down the road and leave us here wondering what happened. So we better get English, we better get going as I fix this with one of those, and now I need to fix the bots. Where do these live? Hang on. Grab a hold of something now, lads, and we'll be ready to go. You'll have to put some mud polish on that. Oh, we got more. Did I tell you I got more? I mean, what a great day for wood silk polish, right? I bought more of it. I should have bought like the whole shag and tray of it. You know what I mean? 6-7 man, welcome in. Hope you're well. You squeaking, Linny?
60% of the time, it works every time.
Get a load of this guy.
Listen, I need to fix the bot that sends out the chat because I'm giving misinformation. The government will be knocking on my door and we can't be having that. So I need to fix things. Well, I'm almost done. I've the first one done. Wait now. Now, I've this. I've the second one done. It's all finished. It's brilliant. He didn't buy any of it. It's a new stream sponsor. The way he goes on about it, right? Cornwall, thank you very much for 34 months. Cheers, buddy. Listen. One Fly Air, good evening. Do you know, I wouldn't mind. I wish they would sponsor me. I mean, think about all the wood polish you'd get. Wood silk, wood silk. But anyway, right now that's sorted there now.
Can I get a refund?
No, you can't get it. Shag off. 34 months, Jesus. I know, Cornwall. You haven't aged today. Bit of Navigraph. Right, friends. So we're on the ground here at Coffs Harbour. This one from Impulse Simulations. We'll have a quick look around. Then we're going to blast on out to Tamworth. Then it's down to Bathurst by Mount Panorama. Ooh, we should be okay. I mean, I'm hoping we're okay. Then it's out of the coast into Sydney, but we're going to go to the harbour first, right? Check out the bridge. And that's not it at all. Check out the bridge and the opera. Where in the name of... Right now. Oh yeah, don't follow me now. I'm completely lost. It's up here, isn't it? Yes. Look, see the way I found it first time? There it is. That's where we're going. Where can I get the wood polish? Asking for a friend, right? So that is our flight planage. Are we all ready? Now, in our aircraft for this evening, this is the NAMC, the YS-11. It was part of the local legends from Microsoft, and this one built by Anybills. It's an incredible aircraft. I think it's free to rent. You can rent this, and it's the value is absolutely incredible as well. It is a superb aircraft, and I'm using a custom livery. I picked one up over on flightsim.to, and this one is actually a fictional one from the Royal New Zealand Air Force. It's the closest thing I can get. I didn't see it in there with Qantas or Virgin Australia or anything. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Tenure, thank you very much indeed for 15 months. Cheers, buddy. So we're on live time and live weather. And we're going to get this aircraft up and running and plan for our departure. There is one thing that's weird with this airplane. I don't know whose fault it is. Even when you download it locally, it takes like a split second for the interior to load. There's something not right with the LOD, but it is what it is. Murph, I've now fixed Adobe. I need to get the Firefly Air livery. Ooh, nice. Nice. What are the Kiwis doing here? Listen, they're having the crack. Right, so we have some options down here with a tablet. We'll go ahead and bring in the stairs. And then we'll get our door closed then once this is done. So go ahead and get that left front door closed. Now, I want to bring up our fuel weight and balance here. So we're going to say fuel. We're going to top it up there to about 80. We'll keep our auxiliary tanks as is. And we'll get the door closed. Doors closing. And welcome to the cockpit. Bit of stuff to worry about here. We've a bit going on, right? Lift up the L chair. Basically, we're taking a 650 GPS with us. All our main, your six-pack, your main kind of airspeed, HSI, altimeter, all that jazz is here, turn slip and vertical speed. Then we have our engine controls along with fuel, temperatures, all this kind of jazz, and then landing gear and all the rest. It's quite a complex airplane, but it's very nice. It's very nice. So we're going to start off with our battery switch and beautiful illumination coming on. Generators can stay off. We're not using external power. We should be able to start this puppy up on its own, right? We can go ahead and turn on some CF power, and DC power will come on after a while. These are our alternators. They'll trigger once we get the old generators up and running. We do have our fasten seatbelts. We also have our avionics. and we have an overhead light, but we don't need that. Lighting controls up the very, very top for internal, and then we have some exterior lights down here. So nav lights can come on, anti-collision lights can come on, inspection lights, turn them on for the crack. Then we have our engine starter switches. So we're going to put the master switch to on. We're going to go for engine on the right-hand side, which would be number 2. We'll also put on our ignition relighters. And in terms of fuel, so our fuel control system, booster on for both engines. Fuel tank 1, fuel tank 4. We're not transferring, so they're our auxiliary stuff, right? Fuel filters, leave all those on auto, because they do their own de-icing there as well. And then we have our landing lights to look at as well. So as we look down, we'll go ahead and put our condition levers fully forward on this side. Throttle, prop is all automatic on this. Control, lock, park and brake is all set. So we'll go for a start, lads, and then see what happens. So starter master switch is on. We're on engine 2. Press and hold the starter push button, and hopefully this all fires. We have rotation. 30 years ago, yeah, 100%. Okay, RPM coming up. Engine temperature coming up. Pressure's coming up. Looking good. Sounding good. Alright. Starter's now out. Generator 2 on. That starts the battery recharging. Make sure our alternators are up. Okay, right side is looking good. We'll swap over left engine. And we'll do the same crack again. Left side coming up. RPM is driving. Okay, she fell back there. Turn on the fuel, you muppet. Let's try that again. It's alright, lads. It's alright. Just something about the sound of a prop. Yeah, man. Turboprops to the win. Okay, engine 1 coming up. Alright. Wait for the starter to disengage. Good sounds. Okay. Engines are now running. Engine selector off. Starter master switch off. Generator 2 online. Alternator started. They're now up and running. We're looking good here. Inverters are on. Perfect. Gens are on. I think we're looking good. We're looking good. Okay, we got a good start in the engine. Sweet. So we're going to reset our barrow, reset our direction indicator, and I'm also going to bring in our flight plan. So come on over here to Navigraph, and this will copy our flight details into our GPS. Okie dokie. So here's our active flight plan. Let her load up, and then we'll throw it all in together. Okay, there's a routing that looks good. I'm going to go to the export page, load as an active flight plan inside the sim, and once we close Navigraph here, if we come into our flight plan, it didn't work. Why didn't that work now? Do-do. Interesting, that didn't want to work. Alright, we'll go back one, type it in ourselves. Origin on the ground at YCFS, YCFS, enter. Destination YSSY, and then our waypoints along the way. Flight plan, waypoints along the way. Why did that go in? Add waypoint. We're going to YSTW, and then we're going over to YBTH. YBTH, Bathurst. Go ahead and enter. Lovely hurdling. Menu, that's all grand. We'll come back one here. We'll go default nav. We're going to change our course deviation onto our GPS. And if we look at the map, we now have our map populated. So that's our aircraft ready to go. You get constant stutters. Serge, if you try and download it locally and see what that does, right? So let's see what happens. Right, taxi lights need to come on, and we'll do a quick flight controls test. Full forward, full back, full left, full right. Unfortunately, our little radar screen here doesn't work. It's just one of those things, right? And well, let's see what we can do here. Can we actually? We should turn it here. Easy now. Now we're still on ground mode, so we've another switch we need to throw at this. But for the moment, we're okay. This airport, as I said, is from Impulse Simulations. It's a cracker. It's actually a beautiful airport. I'll give you a quick lick here, or a lick. Give you a quick look before we go. Park and brake on. Just have an outlook here, lads. It is a beautiful, beautiful airport. Coffs Harbour. I've only really discovered, most of the Impulse stuff. I've had one or two over the years, but I tell you, the details they're going into. Plus, they're streaming. They live stream during the day, and you actually see all the work that they're doing, and it's absolutely incredible. So Coffs Harbour, absolutely beautiful. Then we can go down further. A lot of people were starting off from down here. This is the general aviation side. Loads of little T-hangars. We got starting locations here, there and everywhere. And it's just a really nice little airport. It's a stunning little airport here in Australia. And the detail is phenomenal. Performance is great. Overall, these are just great airports. There's no SCOTUS from what I can see. No, I need to have a word with the lads over that. But, do you know, they remind me of... And I mean this in a good way, obviously. They remind me of Orbex with these kind of off the beaten track, not the major international hubs. Because, like, the details they're putting into their airports is incredible. Down to interior as well. They got folks walking around. There's, like, do you know what I mean? Bags on the friggin' baggage carousel. Like, there's cool stuff going on here. So, yeah, I'm very, very impressed with this. I mean, look at this, look. As Jemima walks in. Isn't it very good, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Uncle Nicky, you can speed up your drone cam. There's little buttons that allow you to kind of adjust the speeds of rotation and roll, right? Right, we continue on. And why did I not press this button, Murphy, you big idiot? Button, please. And right turn, and then we're going to start to taxi. Easy now. We'll get our group turned on here now. So our group is going to be 123135. That should be copied over. Coffs traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike. We will be departing shortly. Taxiing here at the moment on Bravo. That was a wild guess. I don't even know if I'm on Bravo. Well, I was on Bravo, now I'm on Charlie. Should be grand. Hey, Gadget is here. Good to see you, buddy. Come here, Gadget. I was asking, do you know the mount you have for your Spitfire on your TV? Was that like a 3D print? Jack Sparrow, welcome in. Why do Americans obsess over Patrick's Day? It's the Irish. You bought a towel? No. No, Gadget, no. I was going to annoy you earlier on your stream. But I was editing my own video, and I was gonna where'd you get that? But I said, look, I'll put out the video first. It was good to see you, buddy. Empire Kicking! Whoa, welcome in, man. Hope you're well. A very happy Monday to you, Empire. Hope you're well, buddy. An STL, that's like the stencil for it, is it? Sweet. And Coffs traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, taxiing Echo. We're going to be departing out of runway 3, Coffs traffic. Riot. Give the STL to Gibbo, he printed. Alright, you're looking good here. Flaps. This is a cool airplane, lads. Hear those flaps? Alright. Okay, so low stop unsafe, so we'll go ahead and pop you full forward. Easy now, Jemima. They'll figure themselves out in a moment. I've no pitos on. I need to find that. Whoa, look at all the aircraft here. Got F-14 blasting off. That's friggin' awesome. Oh, you can modify it. Oh, okay, sweet. Nice. Loads of planes taking off. We'll be joining you shortly. Now I'm trying to find out where our pitot heat is. Did I forget something? CP, what did I forget? I forgot something. Where's LRM? That's the first thing I forgot. Frank is here, good to see you. Upper left panel, bottom switch. Thank you, Mark. Upper left panel, bottom switch. Pitot static heat. Cheers, buddy. Titans of Roads, good to see you. You might try and catch up. Don't worry, Uncle Nicky, by the time it took me to do all this, you know what I mean? Sniper is here, good to see you, buddy. Thank you for the follow. And if I've missed any follows or anyone coming on in, welcome in, lads. I reckon we have the spoons in this to do a kind of reduced intersection takeoff.
Approaching runway 3.
Alright, I reckon we can blast off from where we are. Famous last words and all, you know what I mean? We'll find out together. Indie Bills made this, as I said, freaking excellent. Alright, line ourselves up. Let's hold station. And let's get that power in. Are we ready, sports fans?
On runway 3 remaining. 4,200 feet.
There's a trial and rental option of this too. It's awesome. Okay, RPM past 6,000 off the brakes. Let's go flying. Alright. Airspeed live. 100 knots. 110. Oopsie daisy. There she goes. Come on, Betsy. Alright. Man, that flyby. Easy now, gear up. Let's go ahead and fix our pitch trim. Easy now, easy now. Do a little bit more. Flaps in. Nose will drop. Oh wait, did I forget me landing lights? I did. Say nothing. The sun was in our eyes, Your Honour, you know. I love your stream about the setups. Oh, thanks, Frank. Cheers, buddy. I didn't go with it because it wasn't a DC6. Yeah, no, it's very good though. Gadget, thank you so much for that, buddy. Cheers, man. Alright, nice clean climb out. Looking down the left hand here a little bit. Ease our way around the corner there, Betsy. That's looking good, that's looking good. We'll get the old Rambog moored wheel up so we can see what's happening. Right, lads, so if you're currently flying along, if you're on the Xbox or PlayStation, press number 1. PC Pilots is number 2. If you're using Sane Tensions, it's number 3. And for all the rest, on a Monday, sure, listen now, I never pressed that button first. For everyone else, it's number 4. You know, if you think I'm a genius, you know, you press number 4. I better see lots of number 4. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream Monday to Friday, 2000 Zulu time, right here. all right. We are moving. So currently 220. We're going to ease back that power a little bit. Easy now. Now I wonder with me our autopilot, can we go on some sort of a nav mode? This is going to be interesting. How does one manage this now? Think, Murphy, now. Think. So I have heading mode plugged in. We can probably just go heading mode. Should be grand, right? Should be grand. We're looking good out the window. It's fantastic. So we're just coming back onto this magenta line. We're going to hover in around 4,000 feet. This speed will edge it back ever so slightly. Well, 220 is about right. In and around-ish, right? We can probably push it a little bit harder, but there's no need. I think we're okay. I press 4 before you added that ridiculous caveat. What are you talking about, Stu? Listen, you think I'm great, you know. Murphy wishes. Zith is the same. Listen, the pair you in it now. Bag and baggage, the whole shebang. Out. Out. Isn't this a cool airplane, look? So, they were big in Japan, of course, but like, it's just a cool machine. And you know what's cool here as well? All these circuit breakers work. See all these switches and buttons and stuff? They all work. That's mad, isn't it? Where are we flying to? Henry, good to see you, buddy. We're actually making our way down towards Sydney. We're going to be stopping off at Tamworth, then Bathurst, and then Sydney. So we're kind of going the right way. We've got some beautiful terrain here to fly over. And we're going to be trugging our way forward here now. I also have some notes to read out all about this landmark on our landmark series. So yes, the Sydney Opera House. We'll go external for this. We have something to look at. So rising like a cluster of white sails, Sydney Harbour. The Sydney Opera House is a symbol of modern Australia. It's also one of the world's most recognisable buildings. Situated on the Bennelong Point, the site is on the ancestral land of the Gadigal peoples of the Eora Nation, or Eora Nation. And it forms a nexus between the indigenous heritage and also contemporary Australia. The complex contains multiple venues that host over 1,800 performances each year, attended by more than 1.4 million people. As a tourist attraction, it welcomes more than 10 million visitors annually. About 350,000 or so take guided tours. The building covers about 1.8 hectares, as about 4.5 acres, 18,000 square metres, or about the size of 3 soccer pitches. It's roughly 180 metres long by 120 metres wide, and the roof rises some 67 metres above sea level. It's equivalent to a 22-storey building, and it's supported by 588 concrete piers driven up into 25 metres into the harbour bed. So, where did it come from? Who built it and then why? Well, by the late 1940s, Sydney's leading conductor, Eugene Gossens, was campaigning for a purpose-built hall for orchestral and operatic performances. The Sydney Town Hall could not accommodate large-scale productions, so Goosens persuaded the New South Wales Premier, Joseph Cahill, to build an international design competition. On the 13th of September 1955, Cahill announced the competition, which attracted 233 entries from some 32 countries. The brief specified 2 halls, a 3,000-seat major hall and a 1,200-seat minor hall, capable of hosting opera, orchestral and choral concerts, lectures and ballet. A jury led by architects Henry Ashworth, Cobden Parks, Leslie Martin and Finnish-American designer Eero Saarinen selected Danish architect Jorn Utzon, his design in January of '57. Utzon's concept, inspired by natural forms such as bird wings and seashells, was admired for its sculptural boldness, and, Saarinen pulled his entry from the reject pile and declared that it would become one of the great buildings of the world. Ooh. So, the New South Wales government chose Bennelong Point. It was a fairly promontory once occupied by a tram depot as the site. Preparation work included demolishing the Fort Macquarie tram depot in 1958, and construction formally commenced in March 1959. When the government initiated the project, it refused to fund most of the construction. So to raise funds, the state established the Sydney Opera House Lottery Fund. And on July 19, 1957, according to an MIT evaluation, the lotteries ultimately paid for the majority of the initial construction cost, because the government of New South Wales, well, they didn't want to pay for the project. So the first lottery tickets went on sale in November of 1957. A ticket cost about $10 Australian, and the first prize was £100,000 or $200,000. Over the next decade, the lotteries raised more than 105 million Australian dollars, almost the entire final cost. The original 1957 estimate had been £3.5 million, or about $7 million, with a planned completion in 1963. But the project finished 10 years late, and get this, you'd swear it was in Ireland, 1,357% over budget. A decade late and, like, incredibly over budget, right? Brilliant. So the Opera House was built into 4 overlapping stages. Stage 1 consists of the podium, and this was built between 59 and 63. As the construction began while designs were still being finalised, structural problems and changes in design meant that the podium columns had to be rebuilt. Work lagged almost a year behind schedule by January 1961. Has to be Belgium. Stage 2, the roof. Utzon's competition drawings showed shell-like roofs, but engineers struggled to make the free-form shapes buildable. Early schemes explored parabolic, circular, and even ellipsoidal arches. There's one for you now. And the project was among the first to use computer-aided structural analysis in order to study complex forces. Stage 3, or the interiors, between 1967 and 1973. The interior fit-out was delayed by political conflict. After a change of government in 1965, Minister for Public Works Davis Hughes criticised the cost and insisted on changes. John Utzon resigned in February 1966 after Hughes withheld his fees, and Utzon departed Australia, leaving the project's interior to architect Peter Hall and government architect E.H. Farmer, who substantially modified the plan. Stage 4, completion. Finishing works, including stage equipment, lighting and the grand organ, continued into 1973. Hornibrook Pty Limited manufactured 2,100 precast concrete sections weighing up to 15 tonnes each, some 2,400 precast ribs for the shells, and the shells were covered with to over 1 million glossy white and matte cream tiles arranged in 4,228 chevron panels. This thing was absolutely nuts, right? At the heart of the Opera House are the interlocking vaulted roofs, often likened to kind of billowing sails. Early designs employed parabolic and ellipsoidal arches, but none could be built economically. Between 1958 and 61, Utzon and Ove Arup and partners, they experienced with more than a dozen geometries. Mid-1961, they discovered that the shells could be derived from sections of a sphere. So this spherical solution allowed segments of varying length but common curvature to be cast from a single mould, which enabled repetition and prefabrication. The solution unified the roof geometry and made it possible to develop a standard pattern of the exterior tiling. Utzon's team documented the geometry in his yellow book, and their use of computers to analyse the shell forces was a pioneering application of digital technology and architecture. You're talking the 60s here, they were using computer-assisted design. That's kind of mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. Wind tunnel testing of models at the University of Southampton and the UK National's Physical Laboratory later refined the design. The roof tiles, called the Sydney tile, were produced by Swedish manufacturer Höganäs Ceramic after 3 years of development. Each tile measuring 120mm square, combining glossy and matte surfaces to reduce the glare. There are more than 1 million of them. The podium is clad in earth-toned reconstituted granite inspired by Mayan step pyramids, while the glass end walls provide panoramic views of the harbour. This sounds mad. It's when you look at when I look at the Sydney Opera House, I'm just like saying, yeah, it's a nice building. Then you realise what went into it, right? Utzon originally designed a multi-purpose major hall seating around 2,000 people. And he engaged the acoustician Lothar Kramer to refine the hall shape. When the New South Wales government insisted on seating 3,000, Kramer warned that the sound quality would suffer. After Utzon's resignation, the brief was altered and the major hall became solely a concert hall, eventually seating 2,679 people, along with housing the Sydney Opera House Grand Organ. While the minor hall, now the Joan Sutherland Theatre, was adapted for opera and ballet. Additional venues include the Drama Theatre, Playhouse Studio, Utzon Room, the Yalamundi Rooms, and also the outdoor forecourt. Changes to the interior layout, removal of Utzon's plywood corridor designs, and new glass wall systems compromise some of the acoustic and functional aspects. Now, the Sydney Opera House was formally opened on the 20th of October 1973 by Queen Elizabeth II. The ceremony, which was accompanied by fireworks and a performance of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, was broadcast worldwide. Contrary to popular belief, Utzon was invited to the opening but declined in order to avoid further controversy. In 2003, he received the Pritzker Architecture Prize, which recognised the Opera House as his masterpiece. The 21st century has seen renowned respect for Utzon. His design principles were adapted in the 2002 Guide Conservation, and he designed a new space, the Utzon Room, from his home in Denmark. Ongoing refurbishment programs have addressed acoustics, seating, accessibility, and even backstage facilities, while a decade of renewal, launched in 2018, is updating the concert hall and other venues. The Opera House exemplifies expressionist modernism, pairing a monumental granite podium with light, sculptured shells, and each shell is a series of precast concrete panels supported by ribs rather than thin shells. The entire roof geometry is generated from a sphere, a radius of 75.2 metres. The building sits on a platform that appears like a stepped pyramid, influenced by the Mayan architecture and harmonising with the harbour setting inside. The walls, lined with Australian white birch plywood and brush box glulam beams, has a water-cooled heater pump drawing on harbour water, provides air conditioning for the complex, and it was the largest plant of its kind when it was installed. In June 2007, the Sydney Opera House was inscribed on the World Heritage List under the UNESCO, which describes it as a masterpiece of the 20th century architecture. That's kind of mad, isn't it? Beyond the engineering feats, of course, Sydney Opera House has become a cultural beacon, hosts flagship companies including Opera Australia, the Sydney Theatre Company and the Sydney Symphony Orchestra, as well as contemporary music, dance, theatre, comedy and community events. The building's image features on Australian currency, postage stamps, souvenirs, and it's illuminated for cultural festivals such as the Vivid Sydney. In design methodology, integrating architecture, structural engineering and digital computation will pave the way for later blob architecture and computer-aided design by architects like Frank Gehry. Recognised with the Pritzker Prize of numerous heritage listings, the Opera House continues to inspire architects and visitors worldwide. My camera is hung. Look how friggin' nice I look though. Jesus! Hang on, we'll fix that here now in a second though. Why does that always happen? I'm going to go away, but I'll come straight back. There, I fixed it before you even knew, right? Oh, didn't know Murph was a ventriloquist. Was it like that for long, was it? Brilliant. Where's this now? You think I'd know better. 255 knots and getting left behind. We're doing exactly 215 knots. Was it like that for long, was it? In the real life section, the real Sydney Opera House, it was glorious. Scott, you were there. You were there, man. Like, you were there. It's amazing when you think about it. You think of a building, you know, and like, You just think of a building and like, it's a normal building. And then you realise what goes into it. You know what I mean? Pretty cool, right? So our YS-11. Not long, just thought you'd given up. Oops. We're looking well. Kladsky is upside down in a 717. That's how they go. Did I see Frank had a CTD? We're flying over some absolutely stunning countryside here. Mountainous regions. Small little course correction. We are about 50, 60 miles away from our first stop. We're going all right, lads. Has anyone visited, now show of hands in the chat, has anyone visited the Sydney Opera House? It is somewhere I would absolutely love to go. I haven't been to Australia yet, and I would love to go. Gadget was there. Hans, you went to an opera in it in 2002. Jesus. Anthony, of course, 2006 with Gadget. Big Al was there. Some say Big Al was working as the doorman. Saw an opera while you were there as well. Ah, no way, Scott. That's awesome. Not that you went to an opera or anything, but I'd love to visit there. I'd love to walk across the bridge looking down into the harbour. It's just, you know. La Boheme. Ooh. Alright, how are we looking here? So, aircraft systems, let's have a look, right? Pressure's good. Engine RPM stable. Temperatures in the green-ish. Right in the limit there, actually. Our RPM, we can... we're in the green zone, which is what we want. Fuel flow seems very low, but that's quite okay. Fuel quantity is grand. We have auxiliary tanks here if we want to look at those. That makes sense. They're quite low. We only have a few gallons in them. This is an interesting gadget. This is where we can do some vertical climbs with our rudimentary kind of autopilot, right? What else do we have? Engine overheat warnings, engine anti-ice, buzzer out. That's our button to press if it gets loud. Over here now, cooling fans. This is interesting. So this is our environmental stuff, I think. Manual cooling fans, foot warmer. That's what they do. Underfloor, cabin differential. We're not high enough for that. Altitude, cabin prep. We're all fine. What else do we have? A little radio there. Beautiful views out the window. There's actually great visibility in this machine, isn't there? I need to sneeze. Because, me hand goes untight. I'd like to do Bathurst. Oh, Bathurst is brilliant. Climb the bridge, Murph. Yeah. It's with all the architectural masterpieces, also like the Sagrada family, which last week reached its highest point. Sagrada Familia. Still a couple of years to go. Wombat, I was at the opening festivities. No way, man. They got the jet boat tour of the harbour. Oh, that's awesome. Zappa was there as well. I'd love to go to Australia. I have family in Melbourne. Oh, Toto, that'd be so good. Jesus, lads, we're going to have to climb here. I'm just saying now, you know, the ground has caught up with us something fierce, isn't it? We'll go right hand a little bit into this low patch. That's mad. Altitude comes out of nowhere. Australia and New Zealand are on the bucket list. Well, I'm lucky. I'm going to New Zealand soon. Let's vertical speed this. Let's see, can we do this guy? There we go. 5500 should be grand. Okay. Never saw a sneeze so silent. I'm telling you now, Frank, I did well. I hit the mute button. I have a mute button over here beside me. In real life, yeah, I'm going to New Zealand in 3 weeks. 3.5 weeks. It's a family thing. Like the way we look at it now with the young fella at school, now is the time to go, because like next year and the year after get kind of busy for like exams and stuff. Plus, you know, I could not have taken leave like this in my last job. Just wouldn't have happened. So, you know, when in Rome and all that. So we're heading out on the 25th of March. I'm back around the 15th of April. So it's about 3 weeks. Well, two full weeks and a bit, you know. Meanwhile, I gotta watch my sister's dog for the next 3 days. No way. How long a flight for you to go to New Zealand, Murph? It's to get where I need to get, 12, 12 and 4. And 28 hours of flying. Have a big luggage where I can hide. Yeah, right? So we fly Dublin to San Francisco to Auckland, Auckland to Invercargill. And then on the way home, we're going to fly Christchurch to Auckland, Auckland to LA, and LA to Dublin. Yeah, Middle East is shag. But it was kind of strange how it worked out. Like, I booked these back before Christmas, or before the New Year. And the routing through the US then was actually cheaper than going through the Middle East. Mate of mine is going back there on Wednesday, and he was to go via the normal kind of stop-offs, but no, they're US bound now. Yeah, it's a lot of sea time. Yeah. So like it's a 12-hour flight, Dublin to San Fran, or just under 12. Then it's another 12 hours San Francisco down to Auckland. And then you've about 4 hours, I think, from Auckland down to Invercargill. I feel sorry for the passenger sitting next to Murph. There'll be no sleep. I'd be yapping for ages, yeah. The other way around, yeah, it's pretty cool. Winkle Gassler, 28 months, buddy. Thank you very much indeed. Cheers, man. How long of a layover? I think it's like 4 hours or 5 hours in San Francisco. But that depends, right? I mean, depends if there's any delays or whatnot. I mean, that could change to like friggin' 2 hours. You know what I mean? So I suspect we'll be fairly busy trying to get across, you know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to it. I was over there before. My wife and son haven't. And I have a buddy living in Invercargill. He moved over there, so we'll be staying with him. And we're doing a lot of touring, so we're going to go up. He's in Invercargill. We're going to go up to Tianu. We're going to go to Milford Sound. We're going to Queenstown. We'll go to Wanaka. Then we're going up to Franz Joseph. Back into Christchurch and then back out, so... yeah. Zard, yeah, it's nuts, man. So it's an A330 from Dublin. I think it's a 787 from San Francisco. I don't know what they're flying us down the hill in. It could be an ATR, or it could be an A320. Then the way back, I think it's a 777 and then an A330 again. So, the international terminal in SFO is nice. Yeah, I heard that. I heard LA wasn't great. So, like, we'll try and do a bit of lounge access if we can in LA. Because we're in LA for freaking hours. We're like 7 hours in LA. You know? Just while you got tickets a while ago, price has gone through the roof. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a great trip, dude. I'm looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. Like, last year, like, we got a bit of a break. Where did we go last year? We went to, in Spain last year. But getting around, you know, it's we need a break. You know what I mean? You lot need a break. You need a break from me, but no, we need a break because we were like last year. Our plans got scuffled a couple of times. Do you know? Stopping off at DFW would be grand. Your house is a great international lounge. Brilliant. LA also doable for a layover. It's another story for visiting Miami. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm looking like I'll keep you up to date. Like we'd be. There'll be posts on Discord and whatnot, but it's very like it's very much one of these holidays we just like, you know, kind of switch off and just chill out and relax for a while. And yet it's not like going to the beach resort. Like we've never managed really to do resort type of holidays. When we go somewhere, like we want to be active, we want to be running around the place, learn, do a bit of culture, a bit of exploring history if there's some there, right? From Auckland to Invercargill, either an A320 or 321. Okay, Milford is immense. The other thing, Franz Joseph is amazing. There's places you can see glowworms on the road. Nice. I was out to Milford Sound before, and it's just beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I love it there. All right, bit of a left turn coming in. Live weather. We're doing all right, lads. So this machine is probably comparable to a DC6, albeit it's newer. We can probably push our engines here a little bit as well. At this altitude, 215, we'd probably land on around 250 with this configuration. But I gotta say, it's quite nice. And there's a lot of features, like if I extend these lights, have a listen. Do you hear the wind sound getting louder? You can hear the drag sounds from that. Oh, like that's something quite small, like, but it's amazing when you kind of horse it in there, right? There's Nate. There's Jesse, Speedy Pro, Kladsky, Gregor, Ryder, Thaddeus, Olsen is with us. They're looking good, lads. Looking very good. Not as beautiful as the DC. Yeah, oh yeah, DC6 is gorgeous. Flying via the Middle East isn't safe at the moment. It's the way the world is. Well, I think haven't they closed Dubai and Abu Dhabi? I had 6 hours in LAX on my way to Fiji, spent 5.5 hours being interrogated by the cops for having to pick up my ticket in the airline's ticket office. What? Really? I don't know. I need to figure out what the lounge situation is in LA. Because I don't believe it'll be like, you know, I don't think it'll be fantastic running around shops or whatnot. Not for that amount of time. Like, if you're, the way I look at it is, if you're going to be a long time at an airport and there isn't necessarily kind of lots to see, you're probably as well to look at the lounge access. I mean, they charge you like 60 or 70 bucks per person, but like, it's worth it if you're there 6 hours, like, you know what I mean? It's getting windy out here as well. What's this weather doing? Ah, it's not too bad. 9 knots, 320. Runway 30 right is probably our target here, lads. Let's work up a chance, have a quick gawk. Three zero right, that's what we want. The bigger of the runways into Tamworth. 30 right is what we'll do. We're a ways out, but we'll give a shout. Tamworth traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike. Inbound full stop runway 30 right, Tamworth. Quiet. A little bit on the left hand. Jeez, this is lovely. Beautiful. Now, where is this? There's a weird clicking going on. I don't know what's setting that one off. Hear that clicking? Interesting. Happened to you come back from Mexico, 1 hour layover? No way. Right, we're going to... Oh man, the mountains here look absolutely gorgeous, don't they? 1 second there now, hey, and we'll do one of these to see what it's all about. Oh yeah. Is your turn signal on? That's what it sounds like, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? Got some rain clouds in the distance. Beautiful. go about setting ourselves up for a landing. So our speed's a little bit fast at the moment for gear, but we're coming in fairly lively. This is Tamworth. Large one? No. That bit of the stream is epic. Silver, dude, you're most welcome, buddy. Glad you enjoyed it. Tamworth traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, inbound for runway 30 right, full stop, 4 mile on a right base.
Hello there.
Captain Bismarck, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Winkle Gaster, take it easy, buddy. Have a great day, man. All right, autopilot coming off. Start bringing that power back. And our speed should drop with it. Great sounds, man.
Latest vehicle, Foxtrot, approximately 13 miles northeast of the field. Plan on doing a full stop landing on 30 right, Tamworth traffic.
Alright. Are we flying on the extra server? We're on the, so we're using the Southeast Asian server. And we also have some say intentions working with Skynet with Groupie. That's all working together. Is that the runway? I mean, it looks like a runway. Alright, watch the speed, 190 knots. Started turn in, nice and easy. Altitude coming down. Reset our barrel here, lads. There goes Kladsky. Do you know, that 717 actually looks really good. Hello? You need the adapter. What adapter? Oh, Jesus. Hang on. Multitasking while trying to land. There could be oh, Jesus, this is a challenge. Aha. Oh. That one. Brilliant. The Mandrower has done its service once again. You throw stuff in there you'd never ever think of using until one day, friends, there is a need for something out in the Mandrower. Leon, a very good evening to Germany. Hope you're well, buddy. Right, Murphy, what's your approach here? Tamworth traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, 5 mile final, 30 right, full stop, Tamworth. Easy now. Jesus, go handy, Murph. Bit of trimmage. Easy now. Not to flaps. Keep the nose up. There we go. Alright, onto that glide slope. Ah, Muse fan is here. Good to see you, buddy. If Murphy's landing on the runway, it smells like rubber. Wait, what? Muse, hope you're well, bud. Happy Monday.
Approaching runway 30. Right.
And, well, you're late. You know, shocking late. What time do you call this? What aircraft type is it? It's a turboprop, twin turboprop. It's the NAMC YS-11, Japanese built. It's like a big, massive ATR, I suppose. Skynet ain't free. Yeah, it is, Kozaki. So get yourself a free trial. Keep the client, and you can still use the groupie. It's free. I'm not sure if voice is working it, but traffic injection will work, and you'll be able to see yourself on the map. A HS748. Yeah, more accurate. Running around like a blue arse fly all evening. The sweat dripping off me. I have to towel it off. Well, you can shag right off, Muse fan. You and your towels, right? Easy now, Jemima. Can we land this now without causing, you know... Jeez, we're coming in fairly hard here. Go handy. That's better. Easy now. Easy. Easy.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
That was a stall. Into beta. We may have stalled it just on landing. Stu, your timing. I mean, you're letting a slip. Easy now.
turning final, runway 30 right, Tamworth traffic.
Tamworth traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, clear the runway 30 right onto the taxiway. Go handy, I left something on the runway. Typical Murphy landing, it was pretty much, I'm sacked, yeah, sack yourself after that one, yeah. Jesus. You see me as an A10, brilliant. I've always wanted to be an A10. Even when I was in a YS-11, I always wanted to be an A10. 500 feet a minute, that's not going to do the ego any good, is it? Jesus. Could be worse. Right, that's our first stop of the night. Our second stop is taking us down to Bathurst. This could be brilliant. Rally on. Took you the entire first leg to catch me. Oh no, Frank. That looks pretty nice. Catch up there, camera. There we go.
Approaching runway 18.
That is a cool looking plane. Isn't it only gorgeous? Bills did great work on this.
Approaching
Right, keep
runway
moving.
18.
Nice landing. Thank you, Leon. Not one of my finest moments, but we'll take it. Any landing, you know, you can walk away from means you've cheated death.
Approaching runway 24.
Easy. Do you have a list of planes you own so you don't show up as generic plane traffic? So here's one for you, Captain Bismarck. I have pretty much every single aircraft. Pretty much. And yet they still show as generic. The model matching in the sim is absolutely shagged. They know about it, they want to fix it, but it's shagged. It's just the lookup table or whatever that they use. You know, the person in charge of that was like, I've to go now, I'm busy. And they didn't finish it. But they will fix it. That sounds like a QC Frank starting up some engines in a Fuga. Oh wow, look at these approaches coming in. Nice. Beautiful. Nicely done, fellas. Looking forward to Wednesday trying out that B25. Haven't tried it yet. Riot. 1 knot of flaps.
Approaching runway 30 right.
3 mile final for runway 30 left, full stop, Tamworth traffic.
Hello there.
Where is the impossible face? Has he landed? Okay, keep your eyes out for him. We wait. Captain Bravo Zulu, what do we think of say intentions? Any good? Any realistic? Heard it's compatible with VATSIM. Kind of. So compatibility with VATSIM. If you're flying in a VATSIM controlled area and then you transition to like Unicom, say intentions can pick up the ball and continue planning with your flight with control. Vice versa, if you're taking off in an area that doesn't have VATSIM coverage, say intentions looks after it, and then you get handed over to VATSIM control. I love it. I think it's a phenomenal add-on. Think about the amount of stuff. Yes, it has ATC, right? And that's getting bigger and better. Some of the voices now are incredible. Some of my favourite features has, you know, SkyOps, Skynet, these things. Pocket Sky is there, the checklists. There's a lot of cool stuff with say intentions. Flight Sim 2024, Leon. I think that's the impossible face there. That is a PC-12. It is. We'll sit tight. Dude, give it a shot. And, dude, it's so good, like. It's so good. PC-12 inbound. Baron coming in behind him. That's saying intentions traffic. That's pretty cool. Did you also give the wind control hardware a shot? I did, Roy. So we're going to be using that on Thursday night now in Airbus configuration. I'm going to fly the Phoenix this coming Thursday. Yeah, looking forward to that, man. Alright. Tamworth traffic, November 235, Romeo Mike, taking off runway 30 right, departing to the south. Tamworth. Alright. Are we ready, sports fans? Merrick, take it easy, buddy. Have a great day. Alright, power coming in.
Traffic. Flatters, vehicle Foxtrot, clear the runway 30 right, we're just going to black taxi and try again.
Off the brakes. And we're rolling. The client does not connect to the sim, says Kozaki. It should for groupie. A groupie flight, it should work. There's 100. Yupsy daisy. Positive rate of climb. Oh, heck yeah. Man, that's friggin' gorgeous, isn't it? The Impossible Face 161. Good stuff, buddy. Alright, flaps in. Bit of trimmage. B25 got an update. Ooh, nice. Yes, you didn't like the... She did not like that. Easy now, Murph. Alright, let the owl airspeed build up. Fastest Cessna in the history of fast Cessnas. Alright, left turn. Tamworth, November 225, Romeo Mike. We are passing now 4,000 feet and departing to the south. Last call, Tamworth. The update for the MD-11 finally release. I wonder if they fixed that problem. Ace was having fierce issues with it. Alright, what's the rate of climb? No auto trim? No. Good man, Vulcan, 94 feet? Jesus. Great job. Alright, we're looking good. Man, look at the views out there. This is gorgeous. There was like an issue with the LOD. It wouldn't show the cockpit from external cameras. And here's the thing, right? A lot of developers, when they're coding their aircraft, they weren't doing so based on chase plane. And because chase plane, you have way more control of being able to pan out. LOD on some aircraft really struggle. Really struggle. Alright, let's go autopilot, altitude hold, heading mode. And get ourselves on course here. Looks like you haven't visited your TTM Facebook page in a long while. I was there today! What did I do now, Scott? Ah, Jesus. Right, easy plane. What didn't I do now? Typical Murphy now, I've broken something, you know. Hello there. Mighty Road King, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. You liked a dozen or more things? I did, yeah. I was like, wait, why didn't I like these? Scott, thank you very much indeed for all the updates on Facebook. Scott is a resident Facebook connoisseur, you know. But appreciate it, buddy. So as you were saying, in your setting video, you would recommend high texture quality over ultra. Yes, Nate, 100%.
Vehicle Foxtrot, taking off runway 30 right, southwest departure, Tamworth traffic.
100%. Going to check it out. CP doesn't work at the moment in Sim Update 5. Yeah. Jesus, who was that? Colonel Quantum, the speed of him, did you see him? Hey, you see a wild wombat over there? Good to see a wombat. In the air again. There's QC Frank. We got Creo. Steve is with us. Airwolf flying tonight. Larry, Tarnish, Olsen, Corsair. Vacuum is with us. Devil Fly, Airwolf, Speedy, Jalagod, Daddy Plum, Lucky Bow, Mav, Kladsky is with us. Thaddeus, Colonel Quantum Bootnit, and Flyer 10. Great turnout, lads. McManster, take a fierce Andy. That clicking noise is driving me mad. I've something bound. No idea what it is, but sure, listen. We'll be alright. What altitude? We'll stay at around 5,000. We're heading over to Bathurst now, so we'll see Mount Panorama on the way in. Pushing our speed a little bit more. We're up on 230. If I drop the RPM a little bit, this should speed me up, in fact. I'm hoping.
Bathurst Echo Foxtrot, clear of runway 30 right, continuing southwest departure, Tamworth.
Interesting. The plane LOD is horrible, says Frank. Is it? Not on mine. Oh, from your side. You'll have to up your LOD. It's actually very good on this side. Alright. There's Midlife Rex up in the sky with us as well. Beautiful. Hi. Some tunage heading to Bathurst. Do you remember Mechanical Madness made a circuit here? Ooh. 'Tis a tune, lads. A total tune. Big quarry over there. A little bit on the left hand. Looks like a flying tram. Brilliant. Whoa! Strap 21, 31 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, buddy. Good to see you, man. It's a huge quarry here. You gotta love exploring. The electric igniter. Wait, what? Forgot to say, Murph, I've changed absolutely nothing, but your Mosa issue seems better now. Not perfect, but hasn't tanked. Oh, that's awesome news, Stu. Did they do any updates? Maybe. Is this a real flight? No, it's not a real flight, buddy. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Looks real, doesn't it? So what do we think of this machine? Whoa, we just got a massive raid. Jesus! Kenko, welcome in. Thank you very, very much indeed for the raid. Hope you're well, lads. Hope you had an awesome stream. You were flying in my parish today. You went from Dublin to Boston. Hope you're well.
Myself.
Double shout out to Kenko. There he is now. Looking forward to FS weekend, buddy. Welcome in, lads. Hope you had an awesome stream. Very kind of you to join us here. We're here in Australia. We're in the YS-11, amongst other things. And I got it. This is a great machine. You can pick it up on the marketplace. It's like free to rent. It's very good, man. 12 months, dude, a year. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. Jetmangs, thank you very much indeed. Hello? Do we also fly the DC-3? Oh yeah, love the DC-3, man. Patches is here. I'm on a lookout for a GA stall aircraft. Any tips, good payware? Anything from Got Friends, Patches? Got Friends do really good stall aircraft. Wilga is excellent, yeah. Check out Got Friends, they got some really good stuff. MFS is here, good to see you. Murph, that was funny, I landed in the wrong airport. Fly under the bridge, it's legal. Really? Well, maybe. Depends on how much money we have. Cameron will give it a blast. We'll see what happens, right? There's a weird clicking noise in my cockpit. I don't know what it is. But sure, listen. You know, we'll worry about it later. If something breaks, we'll blame someone else. But hope you had a great flight. Did you make it to Boston? Boston. Have I left the ignition on? Don't you fly with the relight on? You made it to Boston? Nice. Kenko, are you planning on FS Expo this year as well? Because I found a grand old pub now, so I did. I'm just saying. You know, McGovern's, I think it's called. Did we pack the car? 50-50? Alright, sweet. Are you around that Saturday, if you know what I mean? Can't wait for FS weekend. Sounds like oil dripping from a leakage. Brilliant. So I got wing control stuff there last week. I got the Ursa Minor joystick. I got the throttle with, you know, your speed brakes and your flaps. And I got the EFIS for me gadget. This fella. Right? Now, I've used the Boeing stuff for quite some time, but I tell you this much, lads, right? Flying left-handed, game changer. Game changer, right? What server do we fly on? Pop-Tart, we're on the Southeast Asian server, buddy. I hear Cogs, yeah, it must be in Murph's head. Darn it, right? Yeah, it's all in me head. The Airbus stuff was very decent. Yeah, man. I set it all up. And the thing, I didn't know it vibrates. I'm flying along going, Jesus, right? And I did a quick flight in the Phoenix just to make sure everything worked. It took me freaking ages getting the flaps working. Got it working. And I was just like, oh, man, this is next level immersion. Like, left hand trying to fly it, man. It's, forget any sort of, like, not that I do, but, like, forget any sort of attempt to make a nice landing, right? Right hand is more joystick happy. I'd like to visit Ireland, but driving on the wrong side freaks me out. It's hard. Whoa! Pull up the handbrake now. What are you talking about? We drive on the correct side of the road. All you mad lot driving the wrong side of the road. Here's Muse's new theme song. Muse fan, you know. Yeah. He does the dance and everything. You know, he brings lighters and fireworks behind him. He tells everyone, you know. You wouldn't know what's on my playlist, lads. I keep saying this. Right, where are we going? We're going to Bathurst. Look out for any kangaroo. Was it a kangaroo or a deer? It was a dancing around with only dancing around wearing nothing but a towel. Yeah, it was kangaroo. Roos. All right. Watch out for kangaroos. I'd like to say, apart from destroying your car, but, like, you know, only use 80 people would write this stuff. Super Tie. Wrestling back in the day was brilliant, right? Murph, there's a deadly spider in your cockpit from the last airport. Out the plane we go. Yeah, kinda. But, like, wrestling back in the day was brilliant. I don't know what to have now. Like, I don't watch it now. But back then, brilliant. They all taste the same. I had kangaroo once. Don't know where it was. 80s was the best decade ever, says Jetman. I didn't get to experience much of it. I was there for half of it. So I couldn't really live in it. Do you know what I mean? The 90s now. You know, we'd M people and, you know, World Cup Italia 90 and America 94 and France 98. FIFA came out. The PlayStation came out. Freaking Xbox came out. The 90s were mad, you know. We're really in the outback. It's awesome, isn't it? I was born before the 90s ended. Wait, I was born before the 90s ended. I do really miss the 2000s. Are the 90s or some crack? You were in that period of people leaving the 80s behind them and trying to adapt, you know, the new millennium. It's a very confusing time. There's Frank, there's Kladsky, we got Speedy Pro, The Loot, Colonel Quantum, Lucky Bow, Belbro, Wombat's still with us, Jalagod. Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Music-wise, 80s, I love 80s music. 90s were mint. Manas, good to see you, man. Hope you're well. I was born before cell phones, internet, and affordable home PCs. Low jeans and strings, that's what you remember, says Larry. Scott says the 60s were pretty hard to beat. I don't know, did you like the 70s? The 60s were swinging, like, the 70s were a bit kind of, you know. You saw all the best concerts in the 80s and 90s. I tried Kangaroo once, it made me jumpy. Really, Sky Camry? You're old if you spun your bike tyre on a rain gutter. Just Roy says, in the early 90s, I was totally into hardcore. 190 BPM all the way. Jesus. Banger tune. Murph would remember the 70s. Yeah, you told me about it once, Muse. You were in your 60s. Well, who was boss? I was born when a trend called rock and roll was getting going. Jesus. Gun-ho guy. You're a flower child born in 1968? Remember when they started broadcasting Ed Sullivan in colour? Unfortunately, I do. You're born in 1981, the greatest decades of music to be raised with. The 80s had some savage music. Savage music. 1980s, lads. 60s had some really good music in it, though. Elvis is still alive, says Kazaki. Some say the king's not dead, he's just sleeping. Top Gun Glennie! Welcome aboard, buddy. Happy Monday. The world was a better place with Ozzy in it. But did poor old Ozzy know he was in the world? You know what I mean? That's right, Ozzy. Yeah, bang on. Himself and Shane McGowan would get on like a house on fire, you know. Born in 1967, I do not remember that year. I grew up late 90, early 2000s to see my friend get rolled over by a coal truck and survived. Jesus. Hey, Das Pub is here, good to see you. You watched the first run of the original series? Live long and prosper. Ryder says, when I was a kid, I saw Elvis on Ed Sullivan. The Rolling Stones are just teenagers? Hey, Max Stallion, good to see you, buddy. Happy Monday, welcome in. How was your day? Hope it was fab and groovy. Did I tell you it bashed me head? Nearly lost me entire, you know, putting me wind control stuff together yesterday. I was under my desk and I sat up and I bashed it. Some of the best TV came from the 60s and 70s. Yeah, probably. Look at the remakes we have today based on like the original stuff. I agree. How do you have a moving map on the tablet? This guy? So this is Garmin Pilot, and it connects to the sim using Flight Tracker. Now you can do the same with Navigraph, right? I mean, if you want to pop your Navigraph on this, we just need to find Navigraph. Charts. And we can do the very same. It's pretty good. So I use a mix of Navigraph and Garmin Pilot when it comes to flight simming. I like Garmin Pilot because I like seeing the comparisons between real-world AFBs versus Navigraph. But in terms of like affordability and value for money, Navigraph wins. all the time. If you're going to be doing flying in real life, yeah, you probably look at a real world EFB because you can use it in the sim and in the world, right? But like, it heavily depends, man. Plane spotting as a kid, propellers on commercial planes. Yes, Hermit, yes. Reality TV started when they ran out of ideas to put on TV. It's people sitting in a house watching people sitting in a house. Doily, good to see you. No hot air balloons tonight, buddy. Where we're going, we don't need hot air balloons. Looking good, lads. Kladsky, no one saw it, mate. Don't worry. Your favourite show in your youth was Red Dwarf, Monty Python Flight and Circus, MASH, Cheers, and many, many cartoons. Monty Python's Flying Circus was brilliant. Your dad was US Air Force in the early 60s, air medic. Ooh, nice. World's fastest, right, Super Tie? Busy day at work, baking all the cakes. Ooh, hope the cranium isn't too sore. Yeah, I'll have to mind it. Thank you, Max Stallion. We'll never forget being stood airside when they booted it. My dad took me to Concorde. At Kinloss? That's crazy. You'll be able to see Mount Panorama Racecourse when you leave Bathurst heading towards Sydney. Yeah. Have you been out this neck of the woods, Al? Like, I'd love to go to Australia, start up in like the north. I don't know, actually, maybe would you start out in Perth and then drive all the way across? Or would you drive down from, like, you know, the north to the south? I bet the air was blue when you bashed your head knocking. Listen, it was just like, I thought my number was up, you know? This massive gash, nearly lost my whole head. But yeah. Concorde made an appearance once here at Providence. Did it? Mike Mercury's supercar and Space Patrol were your first TV memories. I was afraid when you were talking about the USB cable and then the bump in the head is somehow related to a frying pan accident. Right. We're moving well. 330 knots, just shy of 5,000 feet. Reset our barrel here. We are 70 miles out. We'll be doing a quick touch into Bathurst in about 25 minutes, give or take. But I have been enjoying this series, lads. We've travelled to some really gorgeous places in the sim on this landmark series so far. Next week we're off to Tibet, I think. When you compare Australia to Europe, it takes weeks, if not months, to drive in Australia. They think they can do it in a couple of weeks. Bill and Ben, the flower pot men. Do you remember that flying trids? Yeah. Indeed. You'd probably want you'd probably want 6 weeks to get across, wouldn't you? I'm loving the scenery. I mean, this time of year, it's kind of coming into autumn time in Australia now, right? If I were doing Australia, I'd do Hobart first and then figure out the rest once I got to Melbourne. Ooh. I always do 3 clicks with my heels. I'm back home in the Netherlands, Cynthia, right? Seen Concorde lots of times over the Aintree races. It'd be amazing to see that airplane fly again, wouldn't it? Like, is there any aircraft now that's just gone, they don't fly? Like, what would be your favourite aircraft to see flying again that no longer is flying? It's a pretty good question, actually. I need to write this stuff down. An airplane that no longer flies. What is it, and what would you know, one that you'd like to see fly again? VC-10, SR-71, Caravelle, the Wright brothers plane, virtual gamer. You can make one of those yourself. An F-14. Are they gone completely now, the Tomcats? Concorde used to fly over the house every day, says I. Vulcan. TriStar. Melbourne to Perth is about 36 hours straight. Oh, that's not too bad. SR-71, a Dornier, Vulcan, Vickers Viscount, Spruce Goose, a General Dynamics F-111, a Beaufighter, Very likely the F-14s are gone. Probably. An L-1011. It's great. We're going to see the L-1011 soon. A Brabazon. What's a Brabazon? A B-58 Hustler, says Kazaki. There's display F-14s. There's civilian F-14s around the place. Jeez, that's lovely looking. Gorgeous. B-58 was something else. What was a B-58? Oh, look at that. Jesus, look at this. It's like something you'd have in your pencil case. Jesus. Man alive, that is some machine. Mosquito. I'd love to see a Mosquito. Look at that mad looking thing. Thunderbirds are go. 4 engines on it. Did it have 4 engines? It did. Look at this, man. Grease Lightning, Tokyo to London, 8,000 miles in 8.5 hours. What? Rain ahead? Well, there is rain ahead. Hawker Typhoon, yes. A Valkyrie, yes. Tyler D, yeah, I think so. There's one in Dayton, Ohio? Ooh. Alright, 40 miles out, lads. Let's have a look. Tupolev, a Tu-44. Now that'd be... Oh, the 144. That'd be nice. A peaceful Stuka. Yeah, I'd love to see a Stuka fly. They injected in capsules in the B-58. It's nuts, isn't it? Just right, I had a 172 model of a B-58 crashed by my brother. Oh, Jesus. Bristol Brabazon is in the bar. Cheers, super tie. Oh yeah, look at that, man. Let us have a look. It was a British piston engine propeller driven airliner. It was an airliner. They only built one of them. What happened? Jesus, look at the wings. That is most unusual. Look at the friggin' setup of the wings. (1953). It lasted 4 years. Jesus. What? It was rubbish. Alright. Hey, Derek is here. Good to see you. It was rubbish, was it? Abdul, good evening. The museum of the US Air Force in Dayton has a lot of planes that don't fly anymore. CP, that sounds awesome, buddy. Demolish a whole village and community to build a runway for one airplane. That's friggin' nuts, isn't it? No one said a Constellation. Are there any Connies still flying? I think there is. I went sturgeon fishing in a grizzly bear near Travis Air Force Base to watch C5 Galaxies every 5 minutes. C5s are huge. Averwanson Mark 1. There's still one of those flying. It takes days to get through it. There's one still flying. Mr. TPHI says there was an AN2 at a local airport, but he crashed a couple of years ago. Owner survived, but the plane is left in a forest. No way. Constellation flies in Australia somewhere. Yeah, there is stuff. Hey, Nate is here. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're well. Dayton has one of the best US Air Force displays ever. One of the places you need to go and spend 2 days. Oh, we got to go to Dayton, Ohio now. Who do we know in Ohio? We know folks in Ohio. We call into Fabio. He's based in Ohio. Road trip, yeah. Oh, look at the weather, lads. Jesus, this is gorgeous. Look at the state of this. I mean, come on out of it. I think there was a Connie at Oshkosh. Ooh. And it's free admission? No way. Oh, lads, look at the weather. This is gorgeous. Beautiful. Look at this scenery. Am I using Sky Dolly? No, mate. This is all chase plane. Man alive! Look at the mountains coming into this place. Mount Panorama was further down the track, but this is coming into Bathurst. Freaking gorgeous. Yeah, Dolly's Grove. I didn't know they had an AN2 in there. They've got a Harrier as well. Jesus. It's a private airstrip, yeah. You're about 4 hours from Dayton. Put on the kettle, Vilty, we're going. Dayton also has an F-22, one of the original F-23s. Wombat says, I think there's an operational Connie over at Harr's Museum at Shell Harbour. Ooh. Gloucester Javelin, now there's a machine, Paul. If I went to Ohio, I'd have to go watch the Browns lose. Later that day, we all went to Ohio. Right, where are we landing at Bathurst? 330. Runway 35, I would think. I've got some Navigraph into the equation. Down the hill, please. Down the hill. Oh yeah, 35 it is. Bathurst traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, 20 miles to the northeast. We're inbound for a full stop landing, runway 35, Bathurst. The Unkers G38, a marvel of aviation engineering in the late 1920s and early 30s. It was a giant airliner that pushed the boundaries of aircraft design. Ooh. Leon, take it easy, buddy. You can see it on Google Maps, all lined up beside the runway. Oh, nice, Hans. If you time it right, Murph, you can spend a couple of days in Dayton, then head over to Oshkosh for a week. I'm just saying, we did that for an aviation vacation. It was grand. Oh, when is Oshkosh, Scott? It's highly unlikely I'm going to get a chance to go this year. I could win the lotto and then we're all going, but like, you know, just look at the weather. This is gorgeous. Would love a super lifter. Ooh, AN225. End of July. I mean, it'd be a big old ask, you know. Darling, you know how much I love you and to spend all my time thinking of being here. Well, my dear, I've had this idea. You're sleeping on the couch for the next month. Oh, Jesus. Rain ahead. Oshkosh, yeah, Osh the last week of July. Okay. Right. Almost 10 miles out now. Runway 35, keeping this heading. July 20th to 26th. Osh is only a week. Do we have windscreen wipers in this gadget? If I was a windscreen wiper, where would I live? Yep. In front. No, I not. Yeah, where's the switch? What does that red switch do? Let's not press the big red switch that has a guard over it. We don't need wipers where we're going, right? July 20th to 26th. Are you going to it, Scott? Jeez, the terrain is getting low. Bathurst, November 235 Romeo Mike, 10 miles to the northeast, inbound full stop 35 Bathurst. We don't need no wipers. Oh, it's getting bouncy. Oh, look at the view. We're going to get close to the old ground here. We'll be alright, you know, say nothing. Not this year, too much going on with Elaine, just getting free for Expo. Yeah. Voice controlled, wipers on. No, hang on, if I was windscreen wipers now, someone keep an eye on where I'm going. I'll look for the wipers. Foot warmer. One must think like a Japanese engineer. Where would we hide the windscreen wipers? Jesus, that came close. There are fire test buttons. Foot warmer. Hexplosions, good to see you. Wipers are down with the first officer's thigh. It says it there! Wiper control! Oh, Jay, I broke them! They're like the most enthusiastic wipers I've ever seen. Look at the speed of them! Ah, yes. Let me see now. Davey's here, good to see you, buddy. Welcome aboard. They're having a fit, they are. Would be grand road trip though. Fly in, visit us, then we could do the grand road trip. Yes?
Traffic stop 249, taking off runway 35, with a departure to the southeast.
What do you mean it's like Murph directing traffic? Oh wait, hang on, we get to turn on wipers. Ah, brilliant! That's right, friends. The wiper switch is down here in the lower console. Down past your first officer's thigh.
Foxtrot, 15 miles northeast of the field. We plan on doing a full stop landing on runway 35, Bathurst Hammock, 1:45.
Ah, yes, the wipers do nothing. Ah, look, they do, Shagall. Let's turn them on full whack to see if they work any better.
Traffic stop 249, zero, runway 35, Bathurst traffic.
Let's not worry about the wipers for a minute, lads. That's after making me dizzy. You're doing 213. Yeah, it's scratching the windows. Oh, yeah, the whole thing is shagged. Right, autopilot off, engine power coming back. You almost look like professional, like, you know what you're doing and stuff. You know, right? Yeah, I'm totally professional and stuff. Alright, down through the clouds a bit. Easy now, Jemima. Down the right hand. Can't see a shagging thing, but that's okay. Oh, there's the ground catching up with us now, look. Jesus. Easy. Don't hit the ground, you muppet. Look out for kangaroos, you know, on the ground. Bathurst traffic for November 235 Romeo Mike, 10 mile final, 35, full stop, Bathurst. I say final, I'm nowhere near the final. But on our landing lights, that'll help us see through the rain. Oh yeah, this is very interesting looking. Is it now? Why on earth would one use wipers while flying? Hermit, it's all part of the joke. And that joke is, I'm a Muppet. Remember, there are mountains around here. There are. Panoramic mountains, Al. Wiper use ground only. It did say that, didn't it? Ah, yes, I found a gap in the weather. Aim for the gap in the weather. Yes. Look out, Frank. It's a trap. Second last stop of tonight, lads. Then it's on to Sydney Harbour. Easy. Right turn. Easy now. Speed is good. Oh, heck yeah. That looks amazing. Beautiful. Right, we're heading to that place we want to land. Frank, you can hold it. Hold. Hold. Right, easy now. Look out for that ground. It'll absolutely make a total mess of our plans here. Are we landing in this? Are we? Jeez, don't hit the ground, Murph. I need to break through. Fly to Stockholm? It's very far. We're in Australia. That could take some time. Take me, Garth. Where? What is this? Where? It's after 8 and I need a jacket. Easy now. Keep for motoring. Why couldn't they have this wind yesterday during the Sale Grand Prix race? Oh really, Rad Baron? I've a good feeling about this, lads. I reckon we're going to break out at the last possible second. Gear down. Oh yes, it's all coming together now, lads. Sorta. Bathurst, November 235, Romeo Mike, inbound runway 35, full stop. We're 8 miles to the south, Bathurst. Minimums, perpetually disappointed. Good evening. Jeez, we were lucky. There's an F-14. Keep it moving. Over to the right. Easing out. There's a hope it's not like this down in Sydney. Oh nice, the superchargers are working? Sweet. I need to check out that plane on Wednesday. I haven't flown it yet. Right. Does anyone see the airport? It's over there where the names are, look. What runway? 35. What are your thoughts on the B-25, lads? I haven't flown it yet, so I can't even tell you. Right, watch your speed. Alright. This thing is class looking. Kazaki loves it. Well, if Kazaki likes it, it's good. Simple as that. That man knows his vintage aircraft. Kazaki, we so need a proper Catalina in the sim.
35. Caution! Caution!
What are we cautious about? We need a proper Catalina, don't we? Mount Panorama's over me left. Oh, it is too, look. Hang on, is there a race there? Right, let's concentrate on landing. It's a looker. Easy now. Bathurst, November 235, Romeo Mike. Short final runway 35, full stop, Bathurst. Bear's Bikes, good to see you, Bear. The guy who runs the museum where the H4's requested.
Approaching runway
A Catalina in the sim. We're getting sound glitches, unfortunately. Needs a bit of work for today's update. Includes tooltips added. Nice. They've made a good few fixes, and they've... Jesus, watch the landing rate.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
382, lads. Better than me first one. Into beta. Balut, your timing there was quite good. Out of beta. Circle left. And Bathurst. November 235, Romeo Mike. Clear the runway. And we'll taxi back on the grass to 35.
Approaching runway 17.
It's a nice plane, isn't it? Ah yes, the old Embraer tail dragger. Great bit of kit, that stuff. Jesus. Oh, look at that King Air.
Approaching runway 8.
That F-14 just dragged its arse on the ground, the poor old devil. Easy now. Wonder what the weather's going to be doing down in Sydney. Well, I say a relatively short hop. What have we got? 80 miles? 80 miles from here down to Sydney. We're actually going okay on our time, lads. Watch the bumps. Oh, we went airborne. Easy, Merv. Easy now. Easy. Alright, fuel looks good. Can we butter? There doesn't appear to be any butter available on our aircraft tonight. Pics of the B-36 Peacemaker posted in the Bremen. Ooh, nice.
Bathurst traffic, Pilatus vehicle Foxtrot, 3 mile final, runway 35, Bathurst.
Currently overcast at around 8,000. Yeah, we can make that work. Alright. All sorts of aircraft coming in. This is cool looking. P-17 flies better without the default full load ammo. Yeah. Jeez, look at the rain clouds around us. Proper weather this. Ah, lads, it's not only a gorgeous looking machine. Beautiful. Oops, I may have flown through people. We don't do butter landings, only butt-hurting landings. Yes, that's the spirit. Oh, got a nice C-130 with us. Alright. There's the Impossible Face inbound, PC-12. Doesn't it look nice? The citation latitude looking good as well. That's pretty smooth for saying tensions, isn't it? Right. Why is there no C-130s in the sim? There is. I mean, you can... what's his name? Captain Sim does them, and also Blackbird. Blackbird's one is fairly good. It's like early access, but it's fairly good.
Approaching runway 35.
Alright. Bathurst traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, taking off runway 35, departing to the southeast. Bathurst. Alright. What a view in Boston right now. Golden sunset in the west and a brilliant full moon in the east. Nice. Alright, power coming in. RPM 6,000 off the brakes. Let's go flying. Airspeed live. 80 knots. 100.
Traffic, Pilatus vehicle Foxtrot, we're back taxiing to runway 35.
A little bit bumpy on the runway. 120. Oopsie daisy. Jesus, we just about made that. Gear up. A10 all over, really? DC6. Do you still have high fidelity model matching switched on? I turned it off, Muse. My performance was tanked under it. So Muse fan is in a C130, but he's actually in a DC6. Good call, by the way. Great airplane. Alright, let's pick up a bit of speed here. And then we'll ramble out to the right. The trim. Easy now. Alright. And Bathurst traffic, November 235 Romeo Mike, departing to the southeast. Last call, Bathurst. Gorgeous!
Taking off runway 35.
Yo boy, welcome in, buddy. Right. We're looking good. The weather's going to be interesting along the way here, but we're going to come down out of the mountains and then nice and low. Roy, take it easy, buddy. Have a lovely evening. See you soon. Easy now. So we're heading over to the Sydney Harbour first, and then we'll ramble over to the Sydney Airport. Rolls-Royce Dart VS PT6A historical study. Ooh. Alright, maybe keep climbing. Another 500 feet here would be good. Easy now. Get our heading set up. Turboprop engines. Yeah, man. Turboprops to the win. You gotta love them. Alright. We should be good at this. 200 knots so far. Let's ease off the prop. And our speed should come back up to about 230. Wonder will they have a lunar eclipse in the sim tonight? They usually do.
Vehicle Fox 4, clear the runway 35, continuing southeast departure, Bathurst.
Mr. GPHI is over there. Flying tonight, we got Old Sapper, Tima, ODB Sapper rather, Belbro, Steve, Heapster, Airwolf, Kladsky, Speedy Pro, Corsair, Lucky Bow, Vacuum, Thaddeus, Jalagon, Devo, Fierce Wolf, there's Ninja, Vulcan. Wonderful. What time Zulu? Right now, 22:30. Alright, a little bit windy here as well, and we're picking up a bit of a couple of bumps. We're flying into some mad weather here now. We will be doing a slight left turn. We might escape this kind of heavy shower. Full eclipse in 12 hours. Ah. Keep an eye on the old weather. We're looking good. Speed is good. Aircraft is good. Alright. Under 80 miles, we're absolutely hooning it. Our timing seems to be pretty good tonight. High terrain coming up, I want to watch that. Jay, it's proper bumpy, look. This is beautiful countryside though. And like the weather really adds to it as well. Here's Mangst. Beautiful. Total lunar eclipse blood moon will be visible in the Dallas Fort Worth area early on Tuesday morning, March the 3rd. Totally when the moon is lit fully in Earth's shadow. We should see that tonight, though. PC12 PFD is very angry. Uh-oh. That's not good. Bit of tunage. I'm looking forward now, like after learning 10 years late and over 1,000% over budget, the Sydney Opera House. I mean, that's like brilliant, right? And that's where we're headed. This will be fun. Now we want to be to the north of the airport. Small little left hand. That should do us. You got 106? Nice! Brad Barron says, Murph, you get nothing. I say good day. Timeanddate.com will give you exact timing. Wait, what? Time and date. Oh, wait. When you say .com, is that like a website? This is the YS-11 NAMC. It's a Japanese-built plane. The website, is it actually .com? Hang on, we have a look. Time and date .com. Aha. So from 11 o'clock. So hang on, that's tomorrow though, right? So here's... Wait, I don't get this. 11:22 UTC. So it's happened during daylight. Timeanddate.com. Yeah, I've never used that before, Rad Baron. Good shout, buddy. Ah, Jesus, we're in the rain again. About 12 hours time then. Yeah. The Montreal Expo 67 Stadium is billions over cost? No way. Anthony V, I've driven Sydney to Bathurst for V8 supercar races. No way. Till there's an approach fix for 3-4 left of Sydney. Okay. Now it happens the other half of the globe. Scroll down to see where it's visible. Entire eclipse will be visible. We won't see a thing of it. We won't see any of it. That's a US Air Force song. Nice. So we're getting left out, is that what we're saying? We won't see a shagging thing, look. You get to see it in the United States, though. You definitely get to see it in the West Coast. And parts of Australia too, and New Zealand. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nice. Yeah, 100% the Olympics, yeah. Anthony V, you'll see it at 9:30. Oh, this is pretty. Bumpy as hell, but it's pretty. Great airplane, this. The moon always sub in Ireland. Yeah. Sure, we invented the moon. I know the cheek of it. Got to see it start as the moon sets, so not getting up at 6:30. Not too bad, man. Jeez, look at that airstrip there, look. Ooh. Interesting location. look at the weather. Look at those clouds. That's savage looking. Isn't that something? Beautiful. Totally happens 4 minutes past midnight for me. You have clear skies. Nice. Limbics, photos. Man, those clouds are awesome looking. That's incredible looking, isn't it? That was Katuba. Sydney Harbour. What are you flying in, Kazaki? Right, 40 miles out. A lot of fireflies out here today. It's awesome. It's awesome. I'm loving the clouds here, man. This is gorgeous. Brenda Mitchell, what else? Alright. We're in a couple of red cells here for the moment. Small left turn. Easy. We're clearing the mountains, so I'm hoping that weather lifts a bit. I mean, looking at our map, it's not looking too good. 20 miles out. And then it opens out. We could be lucky. Looks like rain, Ted. Derek, it's vanilla. I've nothing else running the weather. Great looking job, isn't it? Man, I love the reflections on the windows here as well, look. Look at that. Savage. We should be grand coming in. Visibility's 10. Nice. Alright. We're in this red rain. Jesus. The weather is like proper stuff here at the minute. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Gotta love the weather, lads. That is savage. We can see nothing. Do you know what? It actually is. It's something like a Herc on a Metroliner. But I like it. It is actually. It's closer to a Metroliner in a lot of ways. I'd love a Metroliner in the sim. Yeah, man. It's like a freeware one over an X-Plane. Man alive, that is absolutely class looking with the weather, isn't it? Look at the time zones you're reeling in. I'm telling you now, Silver. Look at the detail on the aircraft. It's class looking. It's very good, isn't it? Can't see much now, but we're going to be rambling into Sydney here now in a moment. It's gas. If we saw this weather outside in the real world, we're like, stay. If I'm not going outside today, then we go into our simulators and we're like, oh wow, look at the weather. Brilliant. Right, we're descending here because the old barrow pressure has changed something significantly. We're going to punch out of these clouds. Look at this. Nice. Now this will try and level us off at 5. Let's pitch down. We don't need 5. Let's go right down. This will be pretty. And we'll slow down as well as we kind of get in a little bit closer. So we're dropping at around 2,000 feet a minute. Also using the Orbex landmarks for Sydney here, so this should be fabulous. So I hope you're all having a lovely evening, lads. We're about to reach our destination. It's been a nice flight. It's a really good airplane. Like I was a little bit nervous flying this. I was like, you know, I don't know this airplane well at all. I mean, we've literally taken it out once or twice. I'm so glad we flew this. And that's the thing about these kind of series that we do. Like it kind of forces us to fly aircraft we're not familiar with, or maybe we haven't flown them in ages. You know? Yeah, it's really good, Belbro, isn't it? The depiction is fantastic. It looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. The ANZ Stadium. Oh, this is going to be pretty. Now we will, we'll drop our speed back. Watch our altitude while we're doing this as well. So we're going to lock in about 2,000 feet. Make sure our barrow is accurate. We're hooning it here now, but we will throttle back. You're in a Saab 340? Nice. Easy now, another 100 feet to go. And let's lock in the altitude. Don't miss the bridge. Do our best. Jeez, look, there's rain right over the city. This is Murphy's Law, isn't it? Al, could you not have arranged for it, like, not to be raining today, no? Right, let's ease off some of this speed. Drop the RPMs back to about 5,000. That should keep us at a nice, steady cruise. Or just change the weather. Well, that we could do. That we will do. That's Sydney for you, really. Ah, Kozaki, I don't believe you, man. Jesus. CTD right at the Opera House? Looks good here with Toto. We could be lucky. Could be just a shower just before it. Man, that city coming in, look. That looks amazing. Amazing! We're actually holding 200 knots here. Let's further drop the RPM. And let's see how this slows us down. Pleasantly surprised by the Saab 340. Sounds need work. Yeah, it needs a bit of work. Needs a bit of work for sure. Goose is just behind. Stop behind us. Okay, Goose. Alright, speed is slowly coming down. I mean, we have an interesting view, to say the least. We'll fly through this rain cloud and see what happens. But it looks very pretty. to change the weather. Right, the weather's shagged. I need to instantly change it. Now we're threshing. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, myth and legend himself, Jefferson 2001, has entered the chat. Good to see you, Jefferson. Happy Monday, man. You join us here, you know, flying, and it looks terribly pretty. Oh, look at that, man. Absolutely gorgeous. Isn't it only absolutely gorgeous? It is time to fly under the bridge.
Hang on to your hats, boys.
something. 5 gifted tier 1 subs to the community. You absolute legend. Jesus, I hope I don't make a balls of this. Easy. Easy. Go easier. Oh, Jesus. The stunners are absolutely real. This is absolutely terrifying. Whose idea was this? Are we mad? Jesus. Easy now, Jemima. Nothing to worry about at all. Don't clip the big massive building on the way in. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Hang on a second. Jesus. Yeah, baby. Nice. Would you look at the state of that? Man alive, what a beautiful part of the world. Absolutely friggin' gorgeous. But wait, friends. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Look at this. Isn't this absolutely insane looking? Hang on a second.
I put the gun.
Oh, Jesus, just put Patrick Doyle, you absolute mad fella. Did you just see what he did? Patrick Doyle gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. What's better, morning or the evening? Oh, morning. Look at that now on. Jesus. Patrick Doyle, thank you very much indeed. Lads, if you just got a tier 1 sub, but thanks to Patrick Doyle, do be sure to say thank you. Look at the state of this. I mean, the absolute state of this sim, isn't it only gorgeous? With a full... hang on a second. Jesus. Wait for it now. We can probably get away with that. Jesus, lads. I mean, where would you get it? That is absolutely fan-friggin-tastic looking. We're in the bushes. Get out of the bushes. Lads. Where would you get it? Look at the state of that view. That is exceptionally good. What a beautiful city. Absolutely gorgeous. It's unbelievable. Man, the Orbex stuff really does bring it to life, doesn't it? Look at the detail. That is very pretty, lads, isn't it? Beautiful. Oh, Mr. TPHI, no! Hate to see it, man. So, over 1 million tiles. It's about the size of 3 football pitches. Isn't it class? I tell you, it's somewhere I'd love to visit. I would love to go there. Soccer or Gaelic? Ara soccer. There is a difference between us. But yeah, soccer pitches. So it'd be about 1 Gaelic pitch, you know. Brilliant. Right, the Sydney Opera House, lads. That was absolutely deadly. Unpause the simulation. And now, friends, we head down to Sydney Airport. Gaelic football pitches are massive, yeah. Massive. Right, that was insanely good. Easy now. Alright, watch your speed. Come back in over the city and we'll head straight into Sydney Airport. There's a runway dead ahead. We'll get ourselves shaped up here, picking up some stutters. Sydney, November 235 runway Mike, inbound full stop runway 16 right, Sydney. Oh, the stutters. That's down to Melbourne, all, yeah? Defo. It's a wonder why how Murph didn't read that as garlic. Shag off, Eamon. Easy now. Watch the lights. Speed coming down. This is fantastic, isn't it? This is the old Flight Tampa scenery for Sydney. That's where we're probably getting a couple of stutters. It's old, like. Easy now. What's it, Kingsford Smith? I think that's the name of it. You've garlic pitches too.
Approaching runway 16, right.
Caution! Caution!
Ara, don't be cautious. You'll be alright. All the containers, look. Easy now. Jay, all the containers. That's unbelievable. Easy now.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Ah, Viper. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity.
Can I get a refund?
No, shag off. No refunds. Right, can we redeem ourselves at our landings, lads?
Dude, have you been drinking?
I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Easy now. Easy now. 216. We got progressively better all the way through the night. Although still nothing to write home about. Alright, out about it. Flaps in. Yeah, baby. Alright. It's a huge airport, this, isn't it? I landed here heading to New Zealand before. I remember looking out and seeing the cool tower.
Sydney traffic, lattice, 3 Echo Foxtrot. We're just overflying the airport just now. We're going to turn around at Apted and come in on only 3-4 left for a full stop landing. Sydney traffic.
Alright.
249 on final for runway 16 flight.
Approaching runway 16.
Yeah, there was a new update
right.
for 2020 today. Alright. Lads, there we have it. Fuel truck and baggage man. Brilliant. That was so much fun. I love flying in Australia. I really do. They have some great photogrammetry. The scenery is absolutely off the hook. Lads, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Next week we're off to Tibet in the Twin Otter. That's going to be a bit of crack. High altitude flying, that one. But that's going to call it for tonight, lads. I want to thank you all so very much indeed for tuning in. All the support. It's been insane support tonight. We were raided left, right and centre. Thank you all so very much indeed if you're still here from one of the raids that we got. And yeah, to everyone who tuned in, lads, thank you so much. To everyone who flew, great stuff. Interesting conversations tonight with favourite aircraft we'd like to see back in the sim. I never knew of half of them. Not even in the sim, but in real world as well. I didn't know half of those planes, so always something new. We always learn something, you know. Mr. TBHI, that was fun until, well, you know, right? Yeah, fantastic stuff here. And again, where we departed tonight, that was Coffs Airport. That's from Impulse Simulations. Look it up, it's very good. And then we're here at Flight Tampa's Kingsford, which is nice. A couple of stutters coming in though, so I suspect it's the scenery, you know. But yeah, always a pleasure getting to fly with you guys. And yeah, this landmark series, it's a lot of fun, tons of fun. So yeah, keep the setups coming. Yeah, we'll do another video of the setups. They're fun. I love seeing them. So awesome stuff. Right, lads, we're back to you tomorrow night, 2000 Zulu. We're doing some driving. We're in ATS tomorrow night, and then we have our news on Wednesday, double stream on Thursday, and then a group flight coming up on Friday. So busy week still to go, and well, we've officially started the week. So I want to thank you all so very much indeed. You'll catch us up over on Discord. Jesus, exclamation point Discord. And yeah, great flying with the lads once again using Groupie. Check out Groupie from Say Intentions. as I said, you know, you can get a free trial to Say Intentions for 24 hours. Groupie should still work after that. And if it doesn't, let me know, and I'll chat to the lads to find out. But anyway, that's the story now. Have an awesome evening. Thank you so very much indeed for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. Bags are all the rage. Yeah, thanks for that, lads. Well done. What a great start to the feckin' night. And we're already... Stop pressing the buttons! Right, that needs to go. You know, fat. But in fairness, though... Right, do you know, I mean... The posture, right? I'm talking about me, of course, right? But anyway, quick, before we're in trouble.
I suppose you did this on purpose.
No, I didn't do anything.
Just to prove that I wasn't looking at you.
I wasn't looking at anything. I was looking deep into her eyes.
Oh, were you?
I was, that she was.
Her eyes are strategically placed.
No, her name tag was down on the... and a very bad eyesight. I had to lean right in. Oh, Jesus. Listen, the important thing is... It's to be warm next week. No cloud at all. Oh, Jesus. Why did this start off terribly bad? I'm in trouble. Oh, we've got a gun sight. This is a beta, so I'm not too worried. It looks great though, doesn't it? Listen to this.